Canes Game Day is presented by 84 Lumber. 84 Lumber is the nation's largest privately held supplier of building materials, windows, insulation, drywall, roofing, and so much more. Stop by our store at 675 South Old Piedmont Highway in Greenville.
Welcome to Canes Game Day here at Frank Hill Stadium in Emerald High School. We're over near Greenwood. Coach Barnes, good to see you.
Good to see you, buddy. We are out in the sticks.
I know, man. It was a heck of a trek getting out here. But, wow, what a stadium. This press box, goodness gracious. I believe Blake compared it to Williams-Brice.
It is. I can see it.
It's super nice down there, man. Yeah, it's beautiful. Get to park right by.
Yeah.
Final region game of the regular schedule, right?
Regular season's done, man.
That's right, man.
Solid season.
And our extended season this year.
Yeah.
Helene pushed us out to this week. So here we are playing a little extra football before the playoffs get started. I believe they'll start next week, right?
They do. We got a few playoff implications going on right now, so we'll talk about it a little later.
Heck yeah, y'all stick around, check those out. We'll be looking at a couple of playoff implications if Wren wins or Emerald wins, so we'll see how that goes. We'll start it off first. We do want to start it off by giving a happy birthday shout-out to our boy Isaac Wigington.
Happy birthday, buddy.
We hope you're watching, Isaac. Happy birthday, brother. We're all cheering for you. I believe they're going to put up that graphic. We have the Venmo for the you can donate to with the family that they set up. But, I mean, give the boy some birthday love. I mean, little $5 here and there, you know. I mean, 18th birthday, that's a big one, man.
That's a big one.
So congratulations, man. Happy birthday to you.
I did hear. I've been seeing some updates, and he is slowly but surely progressing. Really excited for that, and I'm sure that the family's hyped up. The community's happy about it, and these boys, they're getting rallied up. I talked to a few of the players on the sideline last night, and they were super stoked about it. The progress he's making.
Hey, we knew it was going to be a long road, so it's good to see. I mean, any progress is good progress right now, so it's good to see stuff like that. So happy birthday to you. We miss you.
Happy birthday, Six.
Yeah, we were going to sing, but we figured we'd save everyone's ears and just.
You didn't want that. You do not want that.
It'd be better if we just don't sing. Well, shoot, man. Let's take a look at what happened last week in that big region game over at Westside.
All right.
Let's take a look at how those stats broke down.
Oh, man. We called it. Okay, that first half, we called it. We knew it was going to be a barn burner.
It was a track meet.
Boy, welcome to the boat show.
I mean, goodness gracious, track meet. Huge touchdowns left and right.
Yeah.
Both teams scoring from deep.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all over the place.
Both offenses were really, really rolling in the first half. Wren comes out second half to start the second half, gets the ball.
Kind of
came
out
flat. I'm going to be
flat
honest,
right
man.
there.
Yeah. Just came out flat, and the whole game the whole second half kind of went with that.
I mean, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
We're not in the NFL here. We're not going to get fined. But the officiating.
It was rough. It was a rough game. It was a lot of chippiness.
Real chippy. A few calls that I think could have went the other way.
Yeah. A couple ejections.
That was wild.
It was a feisty football game.
Boys were
we knew
feisty
it would
out there.
be. We knew it would be.
But
I mean, Wren came and played toe for toe with them in that first half.
Absolutely.
So.
And, I mean, we knew it was going to have to be one of those things where we need to get takeaways and stuff like that. And some of that stuff just didn't happen.
Absolutely. And, I mean, as injured as we were, it was just hard to stop them on offense.
Yeah, exactly.
It really was.
Bagwell, he goes out there 10 for 13, 157, 2 tutties, 2 picks.
Yeah.
You know,
almost 100 on the ground as well.
Yeah, I mean, running all over the place. Reese, 36 touches, 173. I mean,
another big ball game for Reese Price.
It's what you expect. I mean, it's just second nature for the kid. He just runs all over the place.
Just more mind-blowing stats for the kid. Another great game. Carson Bryant was an absolute superstar last week.
Can't say enough.
We do have it mentioned on here, but yeah, the kick return touchdown too. It was awesome, man.
Taking it to the house.
Yeah, he was. The kid was electric last week.
And
3 touchdowns, touched the ball 5 times in the game.
Making a lot of progress. It's been good to see.
Absolutely. I mean, the kid made flashes last year.
Yeah.
So he will be an integral part of the offense next year. Whoever's in at quarterback, we're not sure who yet, but he will be an integral part. And, I mean, he's going to be an integral part of this playoff run.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a big part of this offense at this point. And there's He has 4 solid options to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Like 4 super solid options.
I mean, don't even count out Reese. Reese Price swinging out to the flats.
I agree.
I mean, we've seen a few games where he threw the ball as well. I mean, we got some.
He did some
of these hustlers out there. You know,
absolutely.
Like, motors constantly running. We went to Westside's house. We knew what to kind of expect out of it. It just didn't go away in the second half. You know?
If we would have been a little bit healthier, who knows how it ends. But it's tough to travel, go team like that, and have as many people out as we had on defense. It was just it's tough. That's a great offense. I mean, you saw them last week. They were just moving the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not afraid to get the ball down the field, like out routes, everything, dude.
They were throwing those little pitch and catch. Those little quick hitches.
Yeah, those were eating us up. And the run game was really tearing us apart last week, too.
Yeah.
That running back was really causing some issues up the middle.
I think we identified that 1 and 5 were going to be playmakers.
Yeah.
And that we gave them ball in space a little bit, and it just kind of shook our things up a little bit. So we saw a lot of that going on. We had some young kids in the secondary, like Coach Yarbo was alluding to. One highlight that he did nail, Noah DeLude had a big game, man.
He did.
He had a bunch of tackles. I think a few pass breakups. I mean,
Coach Stan hits again. Shout out, Coach. We miss you here.
Nostradamus.
He didn't travel out here with us today, but I think he was at the volleyball game yesterday.
Just to clarify something, there was a punt that was done, and he said it was shanked left. No, my shanks, I push them right. Okay, I play slices every once in a while. The boys know. But I can hold my own. He knows he was being mean.
He was just calling you out like that.
You be nice to me, boss.
But, yeah, Kane's defense, Noah DeLude did have a huge game.
Yeah.
So I believe we have a couple injuries today as well. I think we'll highlight those a little bit later.
Yeah.
But, yeah, a couple injuries today as well we'll have to deal with. But, I mean, long season. We talked about it last week. So
The good news with these kids that are out, you know, we've played well all year, which has put us in a position to where either way you look at it, after this game, we're either going to be a 4 seed with a possibility of a 4 seed, or we're going to be a 5 seed.
Yeah.
So these guys sitting out right here, I'm sure they hate it.
Yeah,
Sitting on the sideline
it's
watching
tough.
the boys play, but that's one extra week of them getting better.
yeah, because
you know?
the playoffs. I mean, you lose, you go home.
Yeah.
Start next week. So your season's over. Start next week.
Yeah.
So
Some of these
if you
boys-
don't win.
Some of these boys just want to take the night. Coach said, "Hey, sit down, get some rest, and we'll come back stronger next week."
If that's what you got to do to stay healthy, I mean, it's just what you got to do.
Yeah.
So I mean, sometimes it does suck overall, but I mean, you just roll with the punches, next man up mentality. Luckily, we've been up in a couple ball games too this year, so a couple of these younger players have got to play a little bit. So we will see. I mean, honestly though, the offense is. I'm excited for the offense
Dude,
tonight.
they look so good. That first half, just pop.
The region scores. I mean, what did we end up scoring last week? I can't even remember.
Oh man, what was it? 63, 34.
34, yeah, 34.
I mean, and it doesn't tell the tape.
No, it
really
doesn't.
doesn't.
It was a lot closer in that first half. It really kind of just spread out.
I mean, but like I said, like we would get something going, and then a penalty.
It was.
And they weren't. I can't allude to this enough. They weren't great penalties. So it's just rough. I hate to see it.
Yeah.
And the parents, after we're done broadcasting, I go sit in the crowd with the parents, and I hear everything. I mean, it got chippy up there too. We got some.
There's a lot of people invested in these games, man.
We have a passionate fan base.
We do.
And I love being up there.
We do.
So, man, oh man.
We'll hopefully, hello to everyone joining us that didn't make the drive.
No.
We don't blame you if you didn't make this drive, but it is quiet out here. But that's why you got us. So we're here to entertain you and give you a little Wren football entertainment.
It's a ways out here.
It is, man.
And
but I love it. It's a beautiful stadium.
I had a guy. He was in a white car with red and blue lights.
Ooh.
And he stopped me. He just wanted to talk to me.
I understand.
I said, "Sir, we got a big game. I gotta be there."
I told Austin and Blake on the way here, I said, I've never seen more of a speed trap road in my entire life.
Coming down that little hill.
30 miles of just straight, don't get over 45 or they getting you.
My wife said, "Don't drive fast." I was like, "Not doing it."
That boy was in a hurry to get out here to Emerald.
Everything was fine. We were safe. We made it. You were safe.
That's right,
You made
buddy.
it.
That's
We're
right.
fine.
Well, shoot. Let's take a look at how Lawrence and Emerald fared last week.
Yep.
As they had another region game.
So, I mean,
It looks like Emerald ended up pulling it out, but it was a little bit closer game probably than most expected, I would guess.
correct. I mean, we saw Lawrence. Lawrence has he's got that. They got that grown man quarterback. That's
Yeah.
6'4".
Yeah, you got to.
230.
Takes a lot of people to bring him down.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
and they
yeah.
ran that option offense, so this is crazy.
Yeah, so it looks like they only gave up 220 last
That's
week
pretty
and
solid.
had 3 sacks. So the defense did come out and play pretty well. So I think overall that would be you'd probably give that a pretty good defensive grade overall.
I mean, I see 2 rushers. They got a freshman quarterback in there throwing the ball 10 times, 90 yards, just able to open it up a little bit. But it looks like they got 2 pretty solid running backs, Key Holloway, Christine.
Yeah, maybe it looks like they even break it out to 3 running backs.
Yeah,
looks
I
like they're definitely not afraid to share the wealth.
Yeah, I mean, 338 total yards, not bad.
They're looking like the Ravens out there in that purple.
We
If
were-
you watched Thursday Night Football last night, they look just like them right now. It's straight purple color rush here at Emerald. We got Wren in the yellow tops, white jerseys, and the blue bottoms. So
I like
looking
it.
clean out
I
here.
like
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Did
I see you wore your
Demetra
white today.
uniform?
You must have known.
It was hot out
You
here.
must
Had to
know
go a little
somebody
thin.
important in Wren that can tell you what we're wearing.
I know the Demetra uniform.
That's right.
That's what I know.
That's right. Don't forget to check it out each and every week. But, yeah, looks like the Vikings will have a freshman in there this week at quarterback. So.
Yeah. So the total score of that game ended up being, what, 26-17?
Yeah. So,
I mean,
ugly score. But it'll be a big game here, man. It's a region football game. You want to end out the season strong. So we're going to have to come out, play our game. Offense is going to have to do what it does, score.
yeah.
Like, don't leave any doubt on the table. Score the football this week. This offense can score points, so don't be afraid to just do what you know how to do and go score points.
Start those engines and keep going.
That's right. I believe last week we brought down our average in the region on points a little bit, so I might have to talk to Perdomo when I go down there and be like, hey, man, we don't want any those averages going down, so we got to bring it back up.
55.
Yeah,
and
it was something
we
crazy.
still put 34 up against Westside.
Yeah, it was just crazy numbers. The offense has had an absolutely phenomenal year.
You know, did you see Coach Frey get a little fired up there
Oh,
last week?
I was on the big camera last week. I don't know if you guys remember, so I was seeing it all.
You love
But,
to see it.
Dude, Freight was
fired.
fired up, especially at halftime.
Yeah,
Going
that's
into
what I mean.
halftime, yeah, he was really, really fired up.
And the boys see it, and the families see it, and it's good to see the coach get fired up, and the boys know
Absolutely.
he's down there fighting the good fight for him.
You know he cares.
Yeah, absolutely.
He fights for
And I
these
love
boys,
to see
yeah.
it. I love to see it. The parents
That's a
love it.
tough ball game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of emotions going on out there. It's just when I saw that going on, I was hyped up, dude. I was like, let's do it, man.
Well, shoot, man. Let's take a look at some of those scores last week.
All right.
So it looks like we got that Lawrence score. And then our game was the other region game versus Westside, which we've mentioned. And then Fountain Inn looks like they kind of took it to Southside, and Southside's still not got one this year.
But I mean, okay, we gotta look for the positives. We gotta look for the bright spots. Southside, at the end of the year, they started putting some points up on the board.
Yeah.
They weren't a bad school. They were running kind of thin.
Yeah.
Their sideline, they're a little thin, so not a lot of substitutions and stuff like that. But I mean, Fountain Inn played us pretty hard.
They
in that
did.
first
I
half.
believe they were 4-1 when we went to that
Yeah.
game.
So, I mean-
looks like that might be the first one they've won
Yeah.
since that game. So,
But I mean,
on a little bit of a skid.
it's good to see. It's good to see them get off the schneid a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's good to see Southside putting some points on the board for the boys.
It is.
So, hard
We'll
fall.
see them again next year, I believe, in the region.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure they're changing it or anything.
Yeah.
So we'll take one look at those standings, or you want to send it to commercial?
Let's go to commercial.
Let's go to commercial
Let's
right
go to
quick,
commercial.
folks.
Let's roll it.
You join us back here on the Canes Game Day. We'll be ready for you here at Frank Hill Stadium.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Greenville, South Carolina market? Look no further than Klinger Real Estate. For years, Alicia and Glenn Klinger have been the trusted names in the Greenville market, offering expert knowledge and personalized service. They know the market inside and out and will help you every step of the way. So whether you're buying your dream home or selling your property, they are committed to making the process smooth and stress-free. Klinger Real Estate, where experience meets excellence. Call today and let's make your real real estate dreams reality.
At Papa Bear Car Wash, we are taking your typical car wash experience and putting a personal touch on it here in South Carolina. At Papa Bear, you don't just get a clean, dry, shiny car. You also get a feeling of family and a community partner, always supporting great local causes in our communities. Here at PB, we have incredible fundraising opportunities to serve sports teams, clubs, nonprofits, churches, and more. Car washing is our passion. Family is at our core. Only the best for the PB family. See you soon.
Is your current home cramping your style? Or maybe your nest has become too empty? Selling a home on your own can be frustrating and confusing, not to mention all that paperwork. Don't lose sleep stressing over selling your home. Glenn and Alicia Klinger serve the greater Greenville, South Carolina market and will help you get your home sold and find a new one that best fits your list of wants and needs. You can spend your time dreaming of your next home.
You want your day to be perfect, whether it's your wedding, prom, pageant, or homecoming. Demetra Designs understands. Voted best in the upstate, Demetra Designs is the upstate's largest full-service bridal emporium, featuring top designers for pageant, homecoming, and prom. Offering the selection of a major city retailer, from hair to makeup to photos, Demetra is committed to making all eyes turn when you enter the room. Visit our website right now. Print your instant Demetra formal wear savings coupon. Demetra Designs Bridal Emporium, Pleasantburg Drive, Greenville.
When I walk into Sparrow Financial, they know me by name. They make you feel at home.
We have our personal checking account, we have our business account. My boys are the beneficiaries of that too with their accounts at Sparrow.
They truly care about you and helping you understand what your best options are going to be.
From in-branch to online, it's personality and relationships. And that's what we'll be there for quite some time.
If you want financial freedom, they got your back.
I wouldn't pick any other banking institution other than Sparrow Financial.
Welcome back here, Frank Hill Stadium. Good to see you here, Coach. You good? You settled down after that interaction with the couple of local finalists?
Yeah. I just ran downstairs to try to find some donuts from Roy. They're not here. I went over.
That's right. Next week, get out there, get you some Roy's
He will
donuts.
be there next week. I've been doing some Cane's concessions at Roy's, typically on Mondays and Tuesdays. I've been sneaking over there.
That's awesome, man. Well, shoot, let's take a look at those standings in the region.
Yeah.
So Westside last week, that was a big win for them. Pretty much takes hold of the
they're
region.
locked in.
Yeah.
They're region champs. They won it with it.
The Z.
They got the Z on there, but it's
No
always
more
good
in the
to see.
hunt for the region.
Yeah.
But
we're X. We clinched the playoff spot.
Right. This game
here,
right here will be for the second place.
Yeah.
Pretty much in the region.
But I mean,
so.
I was talking to Coach Yarbrough, and I think the RPI schedule the RPI comes into play now. So, and we'll talk about it a little later, a little bit more in depth. But things can be a little shifty.
It's on like a bubble kind of for us on the standing exactly which seed will be in the playoffs.
Correct. So I mean, we're sitting here at 6-2 overall, 3-1 in the region. Emerald, they're 5-4 overall, also 3-1 in the region. You know, and then we run into, like you said, like you were kind of alluding to with Fountain Inn. I mean, they finally got off the hump, you know, and got that fifth win.
And
but
they ran into Wren.
Region play just got them this year, man. And then Southside, they've got the dreaded E, man.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
Yeah, they'll get there one day.
Yeah, I mean, they're progressing. They're progressing.
I mean, it's for us personally, it's nice to have that. You got to have one of those in the region. I mean, shout out Vanderbilt. No, don't quote me.
Hey,
on
whoa.
That. Don't quote me on that. Big game tomorrow for the boys.
Bobia, that dude's
I know. It's going to be a big one for the boys. We'll see.
He's covering some spreads.
I don't want to say anything I'll regret. So we don't have Zeb Nolan to save us this time.
let me get this on camera. South Carolina played a heck of a game last week.
Okay, I agree.
That. You weren't, and I texted you, and you were like, "Oh no, they'll fall apart."
I thought we'd have a chance, man. The boys been playing really good this year, so we're going to compete in every football game. It's just Can we hold on to the football and not give up extra possessions, and will the refs not cheat us out of it?
I had fun watching it. That's all I'm saying. I did enjoy watching.
We've had some big games this year on ABC, so we'd be going all over on a roller coaster. You can't put two people with ADD on this show. We're literally all over. We're off the rails here.
How about this weather?
I know, it's steamy up here. Look, are we glistening?
I was kidding.
Hey, let's take a look at who else is playing this week to end out the season on our extra week of football.
Yep.
Free football.
Thanks a lot.
As the stadium packs up. Fans are filing
people coming in. All right, so we got Fountain in, coming off a big win, going against Lawrence. Lawrence played these guys tough. Unfortunately, took the L. And then again, we got Southside.
What do we think the honest line is on that game? Would we say 30 plus, 35 plus?
Look, you guys know we're a positive ray of sunshine up here, and I try to be positive as much as I can. Here's the positive part about this. I'm gonna look at that game. Cutter may take only a few reps, and they may be able to work a backup in there. Yeah. So if we're looking at the total score, I'd say 50 to 6, 50 to 13. Yeah. I see that happening. Okay. I'll go there.
Southside takes one on the road. Would be wild. I think they're actually at home on that one. Or no, they're at Westside.
At Westside.
That was a beautiful stadium as well.
It was. And they were, and I
saw you eating that chicken and club sandwich.
It was good
stuff.
Don't judge me.
It was good. I had 1.5. I blame myself for eating it, for us losing. Well, should we take a look at those playoff standings?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Let's see what happens. All right, we're going to show you guys. Our boy Austin, he's had his calculator out all week, Excel files.
The math
We're
professor.
doing as much math as we possibly can do on this show.
So, what we do know is Westside will be the #1 overall seed.
Shocker.
But, I mean, like I said, these guys behind us, they go possibly AC Flora. I think they're the ones right there on the cusp because higher seeds get to host the games. So this game may have some implications for Emerald as well. For us, we're sitting right now currently in the 5 seed with the possibility of hosting Pickens.
And that's with a win tonight.
Yes.
We should secure the 5 seed. We believe there might be a chance at taking the 4 seed from Camden.
There's a left turn, tires over the cultivar possibility of some RPI stuff happening where we could squeeze into that 4 spot.
A big win here tonight for Wren would go a long ways to close that out. So, and if the big thing about that and why we mention it is because it would be 2 home games.
Yeah.
If you do secure that win in the first round, instead of traveling to Camden, you just get to stay in Piedmont.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of implication in that. So big opportunity tonight to improve that RPI.
Yeah.
But mainly, got to win the ball game.
Correct.
You have got to win the ball game. We're down a couple players. Final game of the year is a whole extra game. Playoffs next week. Every single reason not to be focused.
And I was at the JV game last night. That game was crazy.
Yeah, I heard it was a crazy finish.
Ended up being crazy. But I got to talk to some of the varsity players on the sideline, and the playoffs came up, but I heard a lot more of we're just focused on Emerald tonight or tomorrow night, and that speaks volumes because our guys go into every game weighing it just the same as the last one.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's how you have to be, man.
And
every game's different. You never know. Every game plan's different that you're going to go up against. You don't know. They might have a mismatch somewhere you weren't expecting.
Yep.
Somewhere, and you have to be able to adjust in game and be able to come out and make that adjustment and make sure it doesn't cost you throughout the game. So, and like you mentioned about them not being focused on the playoffs, that really just goes back to coaching, dude.
Yep.
Freight keeps these boys focused week to week. You could definitely tell there's a focus, and we're playing for stuff. The Wig Strong stuff, dude, you can feel that in the air. You can, dude. You can feel the bond on this team.
It's just a different environment.
It really is.
And all these kids, a majority of these kids have come up from little kids to where we are now.
It means something to them, dude.
It just means more.
That's right, man. It just means more.
So we looked at with
a Wren win.
With a Wren win. Let's see what it looks like with an Emerald win and a
Greer win or loss. That's my neck of the woods back in the day. Greer.
Ugh.
So if Emerald does happen to win and Greer wins or loses, Greer would slide into that 5 seed and Emerald would slide up to a 6 seed. And Wren would end up replacing Emerald in the 9 seed.
And that 9 seed, that's going into Columbia. That's a heck of a bus ride.
It really is, man.
People get in their heads and stuff like that. So
it's a big game. So important to come out here and do what Wren knows how to do.
Take care of business.
Take care of business. Be efficient with the football. And no extra turnovers. No extra possessions for Emerald. Make sure we hold on to the football tonight. I think that's going to be a big key. No extra possessions at all.
Yeah, you see it. There's just a few mix-ups in there, but with that scenario, there could be a drastic
Those are the
issue.
So a lot of possibilities tonight. So this, we might not think this game matters, but this game actually does have some pretty big playoff implications for Wren football this year. So it will be important to take this one home and have a happy hour-long bus ride back to Piedmont. At a good pace.
At a solid, legal pace. I just got a warning, dude.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm glad you just got a warning, Coach.
I'm glad I got it, too. So a few game notes.
Yeah, let's pick them up.
We spoke about the injuries and stuff like that.
Talk about who's in and who's out.
Yeah, hitting the fantasy football Sunday morning.
That's right.
Ins and outs, the Schefters. Jackson Jerebeck
is in.
Key piece that defense that we've been missing for a few weeks. He's in tonight. So
Sloan Sanders coming up from JV joining us.
I was watching him last night. Pretty solid.
Look at him. Hopefully, he's a young kid. The legs got to be fresh. He's ready to go.
Got to be.
He's ready to go.
His motor is started.
So a couple of the people that we definitely rely on the defense pretty heavily will be out tonight, like Tyler Morgan, Cam Sanders, Pedro out again as well. So three pretty much a key player really on each level of our defense will be out tonight.
That offensive line is kind of hurt right now. Gabe went down at practice the other night. I think they're doing some precautions on that. I don't know how serious it is, but give him some time to rest up, So, I think we'll be all right.
Shout out. Did you ever hear about 74 last week?
74.
With the
Landon.
Is he doing okay?
He's doing better.
Okay, good.
Johnny, I'm friends with one of Johnny's friends.
Okay.
One of our
head trainer,
friends,
Johnny.
And he works with them. He's in great spirits.
Okay, that's good. I was worried,
So it's good to see. He gave the thumbs up when he got put into the ambulance. So
that's tough. He's been having a great year.
He did. He was having a great year, and we're definitely high hopes and prayers for you, buddy. We want all of our guys to get better.
Absolutely, man.
We want to be full again.
That's the thing about football. You never know when my coaches used to say it to us all the time, but you just never know when your last play is going to be, or anything can happen in any given play. So give it all you got every play. And that's what these boys do. So you love to see that. Let's take a look at a couple career stats for a couple of our seniors. Senior leaders on offense that we need to take a look at.
This is officially their last high school regular season game.
Let's see how these numbers look as we roll into their final regular season game. Our boy Reese Price.
Gosh.
482 carries, 2,631 yards, and 36 touchdowns.
Hold on. I thought you said 2,600 yards.
Nah, it's 2,600 yards.
Golly.
Yeah. What did he start? He started last year. Was his first year starting?
Yeah, he took a few snaps. So we had Trayvon here, and he would take a few snaps there.
He pretty much took it over last year, though. So that's pretty much 2 full years of high school football. We're creeping up on 3,000 yards.
That's so impressive. I think he's going to hit that 3,000
I agree. We're going to see 500 carries, possibly 3,000 yards on a career, and 40 touchdowns out of.
That's something to be proud of.
Absolutely, Reese Price, hang your head on it, kid.
He's a great kid.
And never stop working hard, bro.
Absolutely.
We love watching you run, man. It is fun. So the spin moves. I love the spin moves this year. He's definitely been playing NCAA.
Don't get on my spin cycle, man. You know that's my thing. And then, real quick, Colton Bagwell, just as much. Great career.
Absolutely.
61% total completion percentage, 62 yards through the air, and then 32 tutties. Like,
look at them having a little touchdown battle.
4 and 5.
Are we sure? That's got to be just as passing touchdowns?
That's what I'm saying. No, the kid, and he's a monster on the ground. Those two right there, 4 and 5, put it down, write it up. They're going to have a plaque somewhere, but they're going to go down in Renault, and it's
last ever meeting. Emerald won 24-21. Kelly Bryant was hurt though, but Wren does lead the overall series 2-1. So, any predictions tonight, Coach?
Wren, big.
Let's
go.
I love it.
Let's go. Let's get back on that scoring streak. Let's hit 50. I go 50-13.
I'm gonna say 42. I'm gonna say 42-17.
All right.
Wren.
Well,
we'll see.
Again,
Let's throw that Venmo back up there for our boy Isaac on his birthday.
Isaac,
you want to sing? Ethan, you want to sing?
You want to sing, buddy?
All right. Ethan's not going to sing for us.
Because we're not going to beat you up with it.
Well, we'll just let your family sing to you, brother. But happy birthday. If you do feel led, go ahead and donate to that.
Keep pushing, Six. Keep pushing.
You guys follow along tonight. Blake Miller, Keith Ausburn will be in the booth.
Voice of the cane.
Them boys are going to be in the fancy booth.
They are. It's nice here. But, hey, man.
I've enjoyed it, dude. I've enjoyed the pregame.
Us.
Thank y'all so much.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity to do this all season.
Absolutely.
We really enjoyed it.
Go Canes.
Go Canes. I like it, bud.
You've been there through it all, from first steps to new adventures, from major milestones to the smallest moments. You've been there every step of the way, supporting our dreams and celebrating our success.
Don't worry, your house will sell in no time. Let's hope for the best. Congratulations! Brick houses tend to make life easier. Building an all-brick home can make all the difference in resale value. Choose brick and enjoy peace of mind wherever life may take you.
Looking for a transportation partner that's got it all? Choose Compass for seamless international and domestic freight solutions. Need full truckload, LTL, LCL, FCL, or air freight cargo moved? No problem. Choose Compass. Trust Compass Logistics, Inc. to handle your imports, exports, and domestic shipments with speed, precision, and value. Compass Logistics, Inc., where your cargo meets its destination with ease. Thank you to Consolidated Pipe and Supply for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. For all your piping supplies, business or residential, we do it all. Just give us a call. Consolidated Pipe and Supply, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday, 864-964-9370, 1727 White Horse Road.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force location is veteran-owned and uses the latest and greatest Graco state-of-the-art equipment with onboard computers and laser technologies for perfect results every time. We hope you'll choose G-Force for all your pavement marking needs.
Lumber, now hiring Pittsburgh area manager trainees. Apply today and receive an $840 signing bonus.
Thank you to our team physicians and athletic trainers for the excellent sports medicine care they provide to our school and community. St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours of Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving.
Are you looking for a brand new home in the Greenville, South Carolina area? With so many builders and communities, how can you be sure you will get the best deal? Realtor Glenn Klinger specializes in new home sales. Glenn is new home sales and residential construction certified and an expert in new homes in Greenville. So why take a chance on missing out on the perfect new home?
A 30-second commercial isn't a lot of time to tell you that. It's about time you got the care you deserve. You'll always feel heard by your doctor, never hurried. No unanswered questions, no brief conversations. Just the personalized care that's right for you. So, although this commercial is almost over, we'd love to continue the conversation. Because the more time that our doctors dedicate to you means more time for you to do the things you love. CenterWell Senior Primary Care. It's about time.
Hey, Wren Hurricane fans, ready to catch all the action this season? Look no further than the GoFan app, your one-stop shop for season tickets and game tickets to every Wren Hurricane athletic event. With GoFan, it's never been easier to secure your seat and support your team. Just download the app, find your game, and purchase your tickets in a snap. Don't miss out on any of the excitement. Get your tickets now on GoFan and cheer on the Hurricanes to victory. Thanks for watching the Wren Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information.
Auto Dose Smart Machine. Like a Bosch. Saving water, be more green. Like a Bosch. Dishes dry straight away. Like a Bosch. Energy gets label A. Like a Bosch. Healthy food longer fresh. Like a Bosch. Eat 'em all, much less trash. Like a Bosch. Live more sustainably, like a Bosch. With many solutions that can lead to a better way of living. From Bosch.
Trying to be a
Frank Hill Stadium. Ausburn gets a head start on us. I unmuted it at the perfect time. Beautiful Frank Hill Stadium. The Vikings are getting off the bus here in Emerald, South Carolina. Greenwood, some say, as the Canes captains and the Vikings captains prepare for the coin toss with Keith Evans, Keith Ausburn. I'm going to turn us down just a little bit. Your feelings on tonight, and also how you doing?
Doing great. As far as coin toss, we're just trying to get the mic, I think, over there to Evans. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, that
he's
is
going to be over there yet.
That is very true. Logan Dew could be moving. I didn't even think about that at this point. Hopefully, we get the mic to Keith Evans as you see the captains walk out. Looks like I will get us some numbers. Noah Ramey on the end. Cooper Sanders out there. Chris Johnson. And it looks like Parker Tackett as well for the Vikings. Key Holloway, Christian Foster, Max Divbliss, and big number 75 is going to be Qualmar Cloud. Logan Dew, as you can't see it on camera. Logan's walking to the middle of the field to give Keith Evans his stuff. Coin toss underway.
Look there, just in time.
Maybe we'll get Evans in there.
Sir, we got a heads and a tails. That's tails and that's heads. It's your call. We want tails. You want tails. If I drop it, we'll do it again, okay? It's a tails. You won the toss. We want the ball. You want the ball.
All right, Wren's won the toss. They're going to take the football.
That beautiful voice of Keith Evans, we finally get to hear Logan Dew at the perfect time as you see his sideline cam and how beautiful this side of the stadium looks. Me and Keith Ausburn are in paradise here on the road. I've talked to all the Emerald people and told them just how beautiful this place looks in year one and all the accommodations and that beautiful board we see out there behind the end zone as the Vikings run back to their flag. The Canes will run back to the locker room as we're close to getting underway. But Keith, I didn't give a chance to give Austin my keys to the game, so I'll just let each of us give one. I've had one all week. I think this is a business trip in my opinion. You have to try to get that number 1-2 seed to host in round 2. My key is score. As I think Logan Dew said it in the pregame show tonight, I think you got to try to put the gas down and score as many points as you can.
Mine, I'm going to go with as many injuries as we got as repetition. Get these guys that are having to fill in tonight a little bit more experience. You know, we've been able to do that pretty much all season. But
as the Vikings come out with their own little light show, a couple cartwheels as well in the front of the group. And I know they talked about it in pregame. I'm going to correct a game note that Austin Tripp put in the thing, but I was there that night. I was there that night I don't think I was in the student section. I was a little too young. I was probably sitting with my parents. Kelly Bryant was, as Johnny Manziel was to college football, Kelly Bryant had walked into Piedmont, South Carolina, and everyone thought it was runaway. They were going to the state championship, and no one was going to stop them. And little did we know that night that Kelly Bryant would end up going down, and then Garrett Stiles would come in to play quarterback, but they couldn't get it figured out. Emerald kind of came into Piedmont and shocked the world against a Canes team that couldn't be stopped tonight. In my opinion, a little bit of the same thing. This Emerald team's a tough defensive squad, and the Canes are high-powered offense. Keith, I just get flashbacks when I see the Vikings.
So, to me, we got to put last week behind us and concentrate on Emerald, a strong Emerald, and then hope for the W at the very end.
100%. As you see the Canes run out with their flag, as they talked about in pregame, it's Isaac Wigington's birthday, so we send a happy birthday to him and his family, of course, hopefully watching the Canes. As we'll throw up real quick just how you can donate to them and that family. I know they talked about they had a lunch train going at one point. The community's 100% been behind that family, and he remains in our prayers. As the Canes and the Vikings will battle for the 2 seed, you see them pray in the end zone before we get things all ready to go here on the road. Keith, any extra thoughts to throw in?
No, I just think we need to have a great offense and defense tonight, and I think special teams is going to have something for us as well.
I was about to say, maybe if we can get Keith Evans can hear us, I think if you push the mic once, I think it's on right now, we'll get you back unmuted after that as the kickoff team comes out to the field. Hurricanes kick return team will line up from our right to the left. And also Ausburn last week, Carson Bryant was doing his thing in the kickoff return game.
Yeah, like I said, when you get people go down, or for whatever reason, those other people come in and just step up.
100%. Wren versus Emerald. A win tonight gets you 100% one home playoff game in the 2 seed. I talked about it a while ago. I'm not going to give my full thought process on it because I think it would be a little too biased, but I think the Canes have a really good point to prove tonight to get that 2 seed, number 1 2 seed, to host in round 2. But we will see as kickoff's underway here in Greenwood, South Carolina. The Canes come up to the 20, and they will return closest to you. Up past the 35, I think that was Max Whitfield, and it was. So here comes the Canes offense. Ausburn, we talked about it. They talked about it in pregame as well. Injuries, of course, but this offense has been rolling, even with the loss to Westside.
Yeah, luckily, we're still good at quarterback and in the backfield right now. And once again, I'm paying attention to the Hogs up front, and hopefully they keep the protection.
One of those Hogs out, and Gabe Castillo more than likely for the remainder of the season. And the Canes fill in a hole there on the front. Emerald backs up their pressure, and that first movement's going to get the Canes the jump on play number 1. They're going to actually stop play. And talk about it.
Yeah, they got a right tackle over there, did a little bit of movement.
That defensive pressure, and they all kind of backed up. That's college-level defensive coaching right there. As all the refs huddled up at the 36. You might hear us echo a little bit, not any crowd noise we can kind of give to you here in the press box. So a lot of Blake Miller talking tonight. 11:46 in the first quarter.
Penalty was obviously on Emerald.
Yeah, they change it around and give the Canes 5 yards.
We'll take it.
I'm about to say, I want to say in high school that movement could be manipulation of the snap count. Emerald D linemen trying to hype themselves up. First down and 5 for the Canes as Bagwell stands in shotgun. Snap, he'll throw first play. Goes to the top of your screen, has his guy caught at the 45. First down a little bit more into Viking territory with a late flag. So we'll try to get a number when he stands up and walks back to the huddle. We're also really far away with these white jerseys.
Yeah, I think
penalties going against the Canes.
As they'll walk it back to the previous mark, and it will be holding. So first big play, Ausburn, and it's marched backwards.
I think these holding
Still
plays,
going to be first down.
Yeah. I look at these first downs, the big gains with that penalty, and at least we're showing we can move the ball.
Shotgun look for Bagwell with Price to his left. He drops back, pressure instantly. He's got to get it out and overshoots Price. That'll make it second down and 4 for the Canes after that penalty yardage marked back. And instant pressure there for your senior quarterback. Not a good sign on drive number 1. Also saw some news. Maybe Jerbeck in tonight. We'll see on the opposite side. As we get to the defensive side of the football, Bagwell drops back. He'll look to throw, has an out, and caught for a first down, a little bit more up close to the 50. That looked like Carson Bryant on the opposite side. Coming off a big 100-yard week.
I love those little drop passes like that.
That's what Cutter Woods was eating the Canes up with a lot last week as well. Handoff to Price. He's going to work it to the bottom of your screen. Got blocked setting up in front of him. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. 25-20. One man to beat. Cuts it back at the 10. 5. Touchdown. Reese Price.
Oh, come on.
Are they going to mark it at the 1? No. Touchdown. Canes. Touchdown. Reese Price as they strike first with 11:10 to go. And there's a Viking down at the 49, so we'll keep eyes on that as well. With 11:10 to go, the Canes break it open with what they've done best this season. That's handed off to 5.
Man, them moves that kid's got.
He gets it back to the middle of the field, and that one man was in no man's land. And 5 takes it all the way in. I think this Viking that was hurt at the 49 is on his feet, walking back to the sideline, so that's good signs here early.
He's just fun to watch play.
Some college is going to steal. I've said it since game 1. Steal a top 5 back in the state of South Carolina. There's no question about that. As Acevedo comes on for the PAT here after drive number 1. Snap down, hold up, kick up. Good. The Canes strike first on the road, 7-0 here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Thank you to our team physicians and athletic trainers for the excellent sports medicine care they provide to our school and community. St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force...
Back here at Frank Hill Stadium, the Canes to kick off after a Reese Price touchdown run from about the 50. The offensive line came in missing Castillo. They're on drive number 1. Of course, the holding call, but then right after that, Keith, it turns into a big touchdown run where, as you said, big hole there.
Yeah, you know, if our defense can come up on this one right here, go ahead and try to get an early jump out.
Would be a good feeling if you're a Cane fan, cozied up on the couch watching the Canes, as they'll kick it deep right side inside the 25. Canes down there to make a tackle, but can they? As they'll wrap him up at the 32 and bring him down with 11:04 in quarter number 1.
That right there is good to see. All the white jerseys just attacking on the player.
All together. That's what it's going to take tonight. This defense, we talked about it, missing a lot of key guys. Bones Morgan, Cam Sanders, talked about just a few. We'll see if some names are back tonight. See Jacob Lewis out there at corner.
I know the players, you know, you get ahead and everything, and they hate to come out that third quarter or whatever, but this right here is where the coaches know what they're doing and getting those guys some playing time.
Nick Owens also out there for the Canes. First handoff to the bottom of your screen. He'll get up past the 35 and tackled.
There again, 1, 2, 3 jerseys right there on him when he came down, and another one in the backfield. So
Chris Dean gets carry number 1 for the Vikings. They'll rotate in some backs. Also, too, when Coach Barnes talked about it, a freshman quarterback for the Vikings and Bo Height, who played a nice game last week in their win over Lawrence. Snap, and they get the Canes to jump on this side of the line. Look like number 83, Matthew Casey, playing at edge here early. Make it 2nd down and 2 for the boys all in purple. 2 up top, 2 down low. Snap for Height. He'll hand it off to Dean. Nice jump cut to the top of the field, and he'll get up past the 45-yard line for their first down of the night.
Seems weird sitting here in this quiet room doing this. It's nice.
Yeah, usually got a lot of noise in our ear, a lot to think about. First down and 10, Canes defense looking for a negative play here in the first quarter. 9:53 and rolling in the first. Height stands shotgun with Canes 4-down lineman. Handed off up the middle. Canes bring him down quickly after a gain of 1. I think that was Dean again. And it was. Canes defensive front. Gonna have to be big tonight. Second down and 9 for Height and the Vikings with 9:15. 1 up top, 2 down low. Shotgun snap almost gets the Canes to jump.
He must have a good cadence.
For a freshman, that's really good if you're an Emerald fan. Snap. He'll keep it. Look to throw. Into the flat. It's low and incomplete.
I think one of our guys got a hand on that one.
Make it 3rd down and 9. That's a Sparrow Financial 3rd down for this Canes defense. We talk about it a lot. You're going to play a lot of teams that play like the Canes, but you want these situations because, again, teams in this region, besides Westside, really struggle throwing it. 3rd and long, 3rd and distance. So a win here early if they can get off the field on 3rd and 9. Snap. Height will roll to the bottom of your screen, looking to throw. Gets to the edge, has a block in front of him. He's in Cane territory up past the 45. And will it be enough with the spot? It will. First down and 10 for the Vikings for the freshman Bo Height. He shows you he won't be the only 4 running tonight at quarterback. First down and 10, first play in Cane territory here early. They'll change to a Wildcat look with 7 in the backfield. He'll keep it up the middle, breaks it using his speed inside the 35. He's close to another first down. That's Key Holloway we mentioned pregame as well.
They give him the first down.
The Vikings offense working here early. It's reminiscent of the Fountain Inn Fury game on the road. Offense driving into Cane territory on drive number 1. Can this Canes defense do what it's done all year and get stops in the red zone? Gets the Canes to show their blitzing. He'll take the snap high, has to back up. He'll look deep into the end zone. Right side. Dropped. Nice coverage from Lewis in the end zone.
Great coverage, but I hate to see that ball go up in the air that way.
Just a yard or 2 underthrown, but almost on the money. Lewis able to get his hand up in the air and actually bat it away. Way to get your head turned around, get the hips turned.
I don't know what they're waiting on here. Just the play coming in.
12 seconds, inside 10 now on the play clock with 8:04. Height stand shotgun. He'll switch with Holloway. Now switch back and throw it out into the flat. Flag in the backfield. The Canes trying to make a tackle on Holloway inside the 30 and finally do. I think that flag is going to be on whatever's the switcheroo.
That's got to be holding on Emerald.
Could also be that as well. I thought maybe they got a legal formation with a switching in the backfield. We'll see. Back it up.
I'm going to bring it up again. Those 4 or 5 white jerseys right there on him.
Key Holloway making some moves, and his illegal shift, which will make it 2nd down and 15 for the Vikings. Second and long for Height, 2 up top, 2 down low. Canes defense, linebackers bouncing around in gaps. They'll have 3 linemen with, or 2 with a hand on the ground, 1 standing up. Height takes a snap. He'll hand it off in the backfield to Dean. The Canes quickly bring him down after a gain of 2 or 3. Dean comes out limping. Here comes a 3rd running back to the list. That'll be Christian Foster, number 3. Second opportunity for this Canes defense to get off the field. 2 up top, 2 down low. Snap. Height will drop back to throw, looking right side. And it is caught inside the 20. First down and 10 for the Vikings inside the red zone now. I didn't get a full view on that catch.
It was a good catch. He got it.
I'll let Keith Evans tell it, not the refs. Sometimes I don't believe them. 6:32 and rolling here in the first quarter. Height stands shotgun. Or correction, Holloway try to get to the edge. Stiff arm at the 20. And he's inside the 15 at the 14 correction. And Key Holloway's kind of been the go-to guy here early for the Vikings.
Good open field tackle. Take his legs out from under him.
2nd down and a long 3, maybe even 4. Looks like Height will come out. Holloway will stay in with Foster in the backfield. A little wildcat situation for Emerald with the 2 seed on the line here at home. Clamps the hands, will roll to the bottom of the screen. He's looking to throw, throws it to the back corner of the end zone, and the Canes have to tackle him late and do.
I kind of thought he took our legs out from up underneath us.
That was.
Yeah, he cut our guys out legs, man. He just stopped and hit the ground. How you can call a penalty on us?
And then it wasn't catchable.
Well, I think with that situation, as a high school official, you kind of got to. Sadly, Lewis kind of, yep, wrong place, wrong time if you're the DB. Sadly, as a Panther fan, I have to watch it a lot on Sunday, so I understand your pain, Keith Ausburn. First down and 10, or should be 2nd down and goal correction. Now they'll make it 1st down and goal with 5:41. I was going to ask, shouldn't it be half the distance from the 20? Or are they inside the 20? I think they're at the 14, actually. So I could be wrong. Height comes out. And a little pistol look for the Vikings. He'll hand it off to Foster left side. He'll dive inside the 5 and lose the football. But the Vikings fall on it with 5:31 and roll. Make it 2nd and goal. And Ausburn, you've talked about these situations a lot this year, and the Canes have always seemed to come up with a stop.
Yeah, these big guys up front, you know, I think you just block those gaps and hold it up. I'm still upset about the last call.
Another look with 3 in the backfield for the Vikings. He'll keep it and look to throw. Rolls out to the bottom of your screen. He'll dive inside the 10 and land at the 6. The Canes get to him. That's big number 74. I think that's Pelletier once again. And it is Cam Pelletier. Plays both ways on the line.
Lost a couple yards on that one.
Make it 3rd down and goal. A lot of this Canes front has been a lot of those names we've talked about, in and out kind of rotation guys here in the last couple of games, making a name for themselves, hopefully here on the road. 3rd down and goal. Snap. He'll hand off to Foster at the top of your screen. Canes trying to get the edge, and they do at the 5. I think that was Nick Owens out there on the edge.
Stretch that play out.
Make it 4th down and goal.
From 5.
We'll get another replay at it. I think it was 24.
Nora Ramey also on the stop.
Yeah. 10 comes in late, bumps him out of bounds, and it will be a 23-yard field goal for the Vikings with 4:14. Height to hold. We'll get a number on the kicker. Hold down, kick up. And good. Emerald drives down on drive number 1 and puts 3 on the board.
14 on the kick.
23-yard field goal, and I will give a name and Warner Wright, a sophomore kicker for the Vikings. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network. Back here on the road, Warner to kick. Here in Greenwood, deep kick right side. The Canes will come up and catch it inside the 15 at the 14. Whitfield's been the guy taking them. We'll get a number check after the fact as he almost breaks a tackle up to the 40, and it is number 8 in Max Whitfield.
So our defense prevented the 7 from being scored, only allowed the 3.
Big win.
And I'm just liking everything I'm seeing right now on defense. Yeah, they did come down the field with some of our help. And but to see, the gang tackling and everything going on right now, that's just great to see.
100%. The Canes offense comes back out. Reese Price had the big 50-yard touchdown run on drive number 1. Bagwell comes out in shotgun with 3 up top and 1 down low. Snap, hand off to Price. Breaks the hands of the first guy. Can't get through the second pair of hands, and he'll only gain 1 or 2 on play 1.
If he'd broke that one loose, I might would have cut a jig on that one.
Never know. Hits a hole, bounces out of one, and he's gone. 3 up top, 1 down low once again. Bagwell brings Harkness in motion. Claps the hands, takes the snap, hands it off to Price. Works inside. Up past the 45 to the 47. Make it 3rd down and manageable. 3rd down and a long 3, maybe 4. 3:05 and rolling here in quarter 1. Bagwell takes a snap. He'll roll to the top of your screen. Looking to throw. Has his guy in a pocket. Caught inside the 40. Breaks the tackle. He'll be wrestled out of bounds inside the 30. That'll be number 8, Max Whitfield. Once again, first class rides. 1st down and 10. And 8 has been a go-to guy here on the road. Chain crew trying to catch up to the Canes offense. They'll snap it. He'll roll to the bottom of your screen. Looking to throw once again. He'll decide to use the legs as he gets to the 20. Makes it 2nd down and 3 with 2:34. CB4 kind of lets you see him show off the legs here in drive number 2.
I wanted to call that a while ago. It was getting about time to see him run. It wasn't a scheduled
He didn't
run.
want to there.
Yeah.
2 up top, 2 down low. Canes looking to throw it. Here down deep in Viking territory. And they'll stop the play. Check out the Canes receiver. Looked like Reese Price, so JoJo Mosley.
Yeah, didn't have his mouthpieces in.
There you go. That'll get you thrown off the field really fast. JoJo Mosley comes into the slot. High snap. Bagwell catches it. QB draw to the top half of the screen. Tries to bulldoze through a group of Vikings. He'll get it down to the 10-yard line, make it first down and goal. Roofers LLC red zone once again for the Canes offense. Brings Whitfield in motion. 3 up top now. He'll throw the jump ball to the corner. Looking for Brock Cherry. Almost put it on the money. As halfway in the air, I think Brock decided, I'm going to turn around and try to catch this and keep my toes in bounds. Make it second down and goal from the 10. Wouldn't hate another opportunity for 15 to go get him one. They'll keep it 1 up top, 2 down low, and bring Harkness to the line. 2-11. Bagwell takes a snap and hands it off to Price. Bounces into a hole and drug down inside the 5. Make it 3rd down and goal.
Spot at the 5-yard line.
5 yards to go. Wouldn't be shocked if this is 2 down territory for Padermo's offense. Bagwell stands in that formation Canes fans know and love. Snap. He'll keep it to the bottom of your screen. Bounces it outside. Cuts it back in. 5 still diving. So he'll get to the 2. And a decision here early on 4th and goal for the Canes OC and Chris Padermo. Or Coach P, as he's known. Offense will stick it out. Shotgun look for CB4 and RP5 with 1:05 and rolling. Harkness to the left side. Snap QB power to the bottom of your screen. Blocks in front of him. Touchdown. CB4. Touchdown Hurricanes. 13-3. Penning a PAT. And Ausburn, I feel like they had to know they were going right back to him.
Good blocking on that.
Blocks from his running back and Reese Price and receiver Brock Cherry at the bottom of the screen. 55 seconds on the clock. Acevedo comes on for the PAT to try to make it 14.
We may not be hogs, but we can still block.
Snap, hold, kick up. Good. The Canes strike again. CB4 rushing touchdown makes it 14-3 here on the road in Greenwood. Back here on the road. Canes to kick off up 14-3. We got foggy windows in front of us here in Emerald. Walked in here, reminded myself of Williams-Brice Stadium when we called the state championship, as that's a pooch kick to the 29, trying to cut it to the bottom of the field. This is exactly what Westside got cooking. The Canes will track him down and about the 41 with a late flag. Still tackling from Noah Ramey at the 41. I think that's going to be a horse collar on that flag at the 40, if I'm being honest.
I did pull him back a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't a full, but high school level, I think if you grab it, you're going to get the call. Well, there it is. That'll give the Vikings nice field position to start drive number 2. All the way in Kane territory at the 44.
Let's go defense.
Height was able to get things cooking with Key Holloway on drive number 1, but it resulted in a field goal. What can the freshman do on drive number 2? Hand off to Chris Dean up the middle. Spin move and falls to the 41. And I'll tell you, things haven't changed. Emerald Vikings football is the same as I remember. These guys are 100% all the time. They're going to run the ball and run the ball physically with a good offensive line. 2nd down and 7. Inside 15 seconds. Snap, they'll throw the bubble. Canes are out there. Can they make a tackle? Missed the first one. Able to team tackle him inside the 40 at the 39.
The last time I remember coming here, coming in from visitor side, before I started getting involved in this, and Shaq was playing. And we had made it almost to the parking lot. We were leading ahead, but all of a sudden he let into them. You could hear it up there.
The Canes lead 14-3 as we'll flip fields here in Greenwood. We come back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force location is veteran-owned and uses the latest and greatest Graco state-of-the-art equipment with onboard computers and laser technologies for perfect results every time. We hope you'll choose G-Force for all your pavement marking needs.
Is your current home cramping your style? Or maybe your nest has become too empty? Selling a home on your own can be frustrating and confusing, not to mention all that paperwork. Don't lose sleep stressing over selling your home. Glenn and Alicia Klinger serve the greater Greenville, South Carolina market and will help you get your home sold and find a new one that best fits your list of wants and needs. You can spend your time dreaming of your next home.
Back here at Frank Hill Stadium in Greenwood, South Carolina, the Canes lead 14-3 as the Vikings just started drive number 2 and have a 3rd down and 5 here at the start of the 2nd. As if you're tuned in late, Colton Bagwell with a rushing touchdown, and Reese Price with a rushing touchdown as well. Height will keep it, look to throw. Canes have pressure. He'll throw it inside the 30, but wasn't caught, and the tight end has 2 big catches tonight. That's down to the 29. That's number 19. Max Diviblis. Definitely saying that last name wrong, so apologies to the family or him if he tunes in after the fact. 1st down and 10. Dean and Height go back to the backfield for Emerald. 11:35 and rolling here in quarter number 2. Snap, he'll drop back to throw. Canes have pressure behind him, has him in the go route, in the seam, and it's dropped wide open right through the hands for number 2, Carson Wright. And the freshman threw a rope there, Ausburn.
I bet you he wishes he had that one back again.
I'm a quarter and a couple plays in. I'm really impressed with this Bo Height kid, who's a freshman, working this offense. Look at this throw in the seam. Over the safety, over the corner, on the money. As a quarterback, can't do much more than that. 2nd down and 10. 2 up top, 1 down low with him back to his right. Holloway stands behind him. They run the Wake Forest style offense.
Well, that one will come back
on the delay, and it will get a flag. Illegal shift. He was stutter stepping before the play had been snapped. They tried to get some Demon Deacons offense going with an 8-speed draw. They'll stutter before the handoff. As it looks like Height will come to the sideline. They'll go back to the Wildcat look. 2nd and 15. Two up top, 1 down low. Holloway will keep it to the top side. Got blocks in front of him. He'll get close to the original line of scrimmage.
Been seeing a lot of good sportsmanlike stuff out here today. Helping each other up, everything else. So.
I've been in love with all the things I've saw since I've shown up here. Everyone I've talked to has been nice. Both these teams trying to put on a show for the number 2 seed here in 4A. Running back.
There we go. Back it up again.
Goes down in the backfield, and that will be a false start on the Vikings. Make it 3rd long. Christine, the running back in. 1 up top, 2 down low. Looks like DeViblis will come to the bottom and make 3 closest to you as they approach the 10-second mark of the play clock. Height takes a snap, fake it, got pressure in front of him, gets it out on the screen up top, and he's tackled inside the 30, make it 4th down and 10.
Make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after that first field goal, a little bit of a decision here. Chance to keep it a 1-score game if you got the leg to kick it. Would be a 48, which is usually hard to find in high school football.
Let's make some noise for the Vikings.
We got to watch that tight end, 19 on this play.
100%. He's been the go-to for number 4. He drops back looking to throw, gets in a pocket, has his guy inside the 20, making a move inside the 15. He's tackled at the 11. That's number 1, Makai Williams. And every time this Vikings offense is pushed into a corner, they somehow get out of it. Make it 1st down and 10 down to the 11, and the freshman's got him rolling with a chance to make it a 1-score game. Back to the bunch look in the backfield. Snap. Handed off to Holloway. He'll look to throw behind him. It's incomplete. It was open. They're pulling out all the stops here tonight, Ausburn. I've seen a couple trick plays, or in the makings at least.
It's like you said, you're in a fight.
A lot on the line. Two teams that have handled business with the rest of the region. Both losses only to Westside. Snap, handed off to Holloway. He'll cut it up the middle. He's got speed. He's into the end zone. Number 7 makes it 14-9, and the Emerald Vikings on a short field from the 44 said, not so fast. Pinning a PAT can make it a 4-point ball game with 9:40 in the second. And here comes a little different look on the PAT. Bring Holloway in motion, snap. Height will keep it, look to throw, steps up, wide open in the end zone. It is good. 14-11, 3-point ball game as the Vikings looking nicey here at home. Number 2 seed on the line on the Wren Broadcast Network. Back here at home, 9:40 here in the second quarter. Vikings score to make things interesting early, and they will kick off here at home. Canes come up and catch at the 25, trying to break the first tackle and kind of do. Up to the 40, still going. He's finally tackled at the 50. Max Whitfield almost breaks free. Xavier Leggett lookalike against the Aggies a couple years ago, as he almost gets out of the grasp. And the Canes will have good starting field position here on drive number 3, Keith.
He gets through that easier than I can get out of the bed.
Ausburn's over here thinking the same thing. I know it. First down and 10. Snap, handoff to Price, and he's quickly wrapped up in the backfield. The Vikings playing with a little bit of motivation and momentum. Second down and 11. Apologies if you hear static at home. 1 up top, 3 down low. Bagwell drops back to throw. Steps up in the pocket, able to get out to the bottom of your screen. Has a wide open guy in the middle of the field. Dropped at the 40 by Ethan Harkness on a flag where Colton Bagwell goes down at the 37. And it will be roughing the passer versus the Vikings. And Ausburn, when you have this many injuries, the last person you want to see hit the turf.
Yeah.
But we also know what kind of player 4 is. So he will gladly get back up and roll with the punches as they'll have it inside the 40 at the 37, about where Ethan Harkness would have caught that pass if it was a complete. First down and 10. 3 down low, 1 up top. Bagwell takes a snap, hands it off to Price. Rips through the hole inside the 35, and he'll gain 6 or 7.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
That it is.
It's during the tackle, so I can't tell what it is.
I think I heard holding.
Yes, holding.
8:44, that'll back them up. See where they mark it. 42. First down and 15, I would say, with 8:44 here in the second. 16 maybe. Clock will roll. Canes really looking to respond here after the Vikings make it a 1-score ball game. Colton takes a snap. He'll keep it to the top of your screen. Got a hole inside the 30. Got to use the wheels, trying to make a move inside the 15, and he'll finally be tackled at the 9. First class tries, first down and 10 inside the Roofers LLC red zone as the senior shows off the wheels. Ausburn. QB power.
And go for the 9.
That it is.
He's another one I'd love to see once he gets cut loose.
See where they're turned to here. First and goal. Snap. He'll look to throw. Has Price out of the backfield. He'll be tackled at the 4. Second down and goal. Last time they were down here, Colton Bagwell finished things off with a rushing score of his own. Does he look for number 2? Shotgun snap for 4, handed off to Price up the middle. He punches his way into the end zone. Touchdown Hurricanes. Touchdown Reese Price to make it 20-11 pending a PAT from Anthony Acevedo. What a drive, Keith.
Yeah, that was real good to watch. I think every bit of it was on the ground.
I think it was as well.
One penalty.
Little help from that roughing the passer. All after that, Colton Bagwell and Reese Price do the rest of the work. Acevedo out for the PAT kick up. It is good. Canes lead 21-11 after the touchdown run from Reese Price. Back here on the road in Greenwood, Canes lead 21-11. Here at Frank Hill Stadium, kickoff deep right side, caught at the 16. Trying to break a couple tackles around the 30. Canes finally able to bring Holloway down at the 30, and that's where the Vikings offense will go to work.
Made about 5 yards after initial contact.
Vikings offense has been working tonight. Talked about it earlier. Feel like every time they're in those third and fourth down situations, Keith, Canes just can't seem to get off the field at the moment.
Yeah. We were talking in this. We're not trying to throw long passes and doing stuff to score fast. It's just we're able to move the ball.
Working.
Yeah. And defense is making them work for it, and he throws it away.
That does force an incompletion. Canes bringing pressure here early. Daniel and Seneca tied at 7.
They're pretty much having to work for everything they get, which leaves our defense out on the field a little bit longer. But
if you're Anthony Freight, still looking for a stop, you can get one. This will be a big swing here with 7-10 if you can get a stop and go score again. Height steps up in the pocket. Canes got pressure, throws it late. Delude out there trying to make the tackle. Finally pushed out of bounds. Up past the 40. Should be a first down and 10 for the Vikings. And it is with 7:03 here in the second. Chris Dean checks out. New back in the backfield, A.J. Anderson. Height with 2 backs. One goes in motion. They do hand it off to Anderson. Canes there quickly after a gain of 2. And also, taking a look at last week, what's transpired in this week is, obviously everyone knows you got to get healthy, but Cam Sanders is a big part of stopping the run game for this front.
He's big and he's quick.
Definitely missing him here in the last 2 weeks. Hand off to Anderson, right side. He's got a hole, breaks the first tackle, and the tank is coming through. He has a first down a little bit more into Cane territory. They finally bring him down. A.J. Anderson reminds me of Mario Anderson in South Carolina. A little bowling ball just coming through the hole. High school football, if you got depth, you got an offense, and they got a lot of depth at the running back position. First down and 10 from the 48. One up top, one down low. Snap for height. He hands it off to Anderson once again. Up the right side, breaks it out. He's got a little bit of wheels on him inside the 30. Finally pushed out of bounds at about the 25. Holloway comes out. Anderson comes in. They keep it jumping along. You see hands all over him in that scenario.
Guard.
Can't tackle a guy like that high. Can't do it.
No.
First down and 10. Inside the 25, 24. Height calls out protection. Tries to get the Canes a jump. Snap. They'll hand it off left side for Holloway. Runs into a couple. Canes correction. That's number 3 as he's inside the 20 to the 18. Christian Foster. Looks like he got a little bit more than 5. Saw a fog advisory, but didn't really think anything about it. Now it's coming into play here on the road.
Be a fun hour plus ride home.
Second down and 5 as Height takes the snap, hands it off to Dean. And he's tackled after a gain of 2 more, makes it third down and 2.
I've been sitting here watching their line the whole game, and they're like right on that verge to me of offsides. They're just that quick off the ball.
You saying that blows my mind because I'm watching this game, of course, calling it, looking at the quarterback, talking about how he's good. He's changing protections, changing snap. This kid's a freshman in high school. You're talking about how this line looks perfectly in sync. It's kind of blowing my mind here in the first half. Hopefully the Canes can get a stop here, 3rd and 2. Oh, almost everything off a little bit as Dean or Anderson gets the carry. We'll see where it's marked at.
He's a little short.
Hopefully.
He's a little Evans. I had to get one in at some point.
I seen that guy on the Peterbilt lot over there on River Road.
That'll make it 4th and inches.
Come on.
4:18. Cam Pelletier in the middle right there. Got some guys as looks like a timeout with 4:10. When we come back, the Canes defense looking for a stop on 4th and inches here in the second on the Wren Broadcast Network.
You've been there through it all, from first steps to new adventures, from major milestones to the smallest moments. You've been there every step of the way, supporting our dreams and celebrating our success.
Back here in Greenwood, South Carolina, you see Logan Dew's camera trying to get it situated over there on the sideline. We always appreciate big LD. 4th and inches for this Canes defense. Height puts 2 men in motion to the left side. Snap QB power to the bottom of your screen. He's got it and a little bit more to the 11. Talked about it. This Vikings team figures it out once we get the 3rd and 4th down.
And they're just chugging along.
And that's a recipe for a good night if you're a Vikings fan. 1st down and 10 at about the 11.5. 2 backs in the backfield with Foster and Dean. Hand off to Foster, right side, and he's grabbed and pulled backwards at the line of scrimmage. Really a gain of nothing.
Yeah, I was thinking gain of nothing or lucky if he got back.
I'm trying to get some numbers. Got some backup guys in there. I want to give guys credit. I want to say Cam Palantir was the only number I got. Matthew Casey was out there earlier on the edge. I'll definitely get some names as we go along. Nick Owens has been big on the edge. 2nd down and 10 with 3:16. He's dropping back to throw, looking left side and overshoots him, and Noah Ramey lays a big-time hit on the back end. No flag in the end zone. And I want you to know, if you're on a receiver in 4A and you see number 10, we're going to have a chat pregame because that's going to be a long night.
It's going to go down.
And that's not a good sign. Hopefully he is okay. Wrong place, kind of wrong time there at the end. Noah Ramey trying to jar the ball loose. That will bring a timeout. As we get close to halftime, Doc's Chop Shop halftime report, interview with Coach Freight, region score updates, stats, and more. Ausburn 3rd and 10 here. Seeing the defense play well up to this point. Of course, the 3rd and 4th, we've talked about it, but they played well. It's not big plays.
No, it's not. You know, they're pretty much having to work for every single yard they're getting. It's just that 3rd, I think it could be 3rd and 30, and they figure out some way or another to get it in there.
And the thing about this situation, I think Emerald, of course, they've been aggressive all night with trick plays. I think they play a little conservative here. You got 3-11. You don't get a 1st down, you kick a field goal, you make it a touchdown game, and hopefully the Canes don't score with 3-11. Me and you know that the Canes can score with 3-11, but wouldn't be shocked to see that here. Would be a 30-yard field goal if they don't gain anything from here. But we will see. Looks like Holloway walks out there, freshman.
I may be wrong, but I think they're going to play aggressive enough to where they're going to try to go for it.
I guess we will see here. 3rd down and 10. Height stands beside Holloway in the backfield, and Emerald's going to have to take another timeout with 3:11. So we'll take a break with them. Canes looking for a stand, up 10 here in the 2nd.
Thank you to Consolidated Pipe and Supply for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. For all your piping supplies, business or residential, we do it all. Just give us a call. Consolidated Pipe and Supply, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 864-964-9370, 1727 Whitehorse Road.
Back here in Greenwood, 3:11, 3rd down and 10 for Height and the Vikings. 1 up top, 2 down low. Holloway, the back in the backfield. They'll switch, put Holloway in motion. Snap for Height, fake throw. They'll have the screen at the 10. Canes trying to make a tackle and finally do I want to say Noah Ramey grabbed him and threw him backwards to save a touchdown there.
It looks like they're going to have him marked a little short. What you think, Evans? Hello?
Evans, we got you.
Tied in again.
Is he?
Yeah. So
He got it short. I think he's short.
He's about a yard.
Right on the money, 4th and 1.
Sorry, I'm having trouble getting this microphone to come on.
We got you. Loud and clear now. A bunch of running backs in the backfield. 4th and inches once again. There's Evans at a 1. On the Canes sideline. 2:20 snap. Handoff to Anderson. Touchdown. Big number, 30. Make it 21-17, pending a PAT. With almost 2 minutes remaining. We'll see if they go for 2 once again. Doesn't look like it. Should stay a field goal ball game, but the Vikings will not go away here at home. Snap, hold, kick up. Good. Vikings make it a 3-point game once again. 21-18 as we approach the 2-minute mark here in Greenwood.
A 30-second commercial isn't a lot of time to tell you that. It's about time you got the care you deserve. You'll always feel heard by your doctor, never hurried. No unanswered questions, no brief conversations. Just the personalized care that's right for you. So, although this commercial is almost over, we'd love to continue the conversation. Because the more time that our doctors dedicate to you means more time for you to do the things you love. CenterWell Senior Primary Care. It's about time.
I think if I was being a Hurricane, no, they try to do an onside kick.
That they do. Canes catch it at the 45.
Start say, if I'm out there on the field, I am sick and tired of hearing Sandstorm 2 weeks in a row.
Get you fired up, Ausburn. Feel it in the blood.
On Saturdays.
Feel it in the veins. I'd hear that song in a classroom, and papers are going in the air. 2:17, you see the senior quarterback in Colton Bagwell make his way onto the football field. He's got a rushing touchdown tonight. They need a quick score here with 2:17. Snap, handoff to Price, cuts it outside, got room and got speed inside the 40, inside the 30, inside the 20. Will anyone catch him? 10-5.
All over the ground. Flags all over the place.
Touchdown, but there is flags, as Evan said.
Just know how to ruin somebody's play.
Yeah, I was getting happy. Touchdown call, and we're going backwards with 2:05. I want to say second kind of big play taken away tonight if you're the Canes. But as you can see, one play, that's all it takes. This Canes offense can kind of score at will if needed. But holding will back them up and make it 1st and 20. With 2:05 to go in the second. Juicy CB4. Getting the play call in from Coach Padermo. Line set with one up top, 2 down low. Harkness on the right side of it. And the Vikings jump off sides. They'll sub The man who jumped offsides out and replaced the backer as it's 1st down and 15. 1 up top, 2 down low, 2 tightly put together at the bottom of your screen. Handoff in the backfield. That looked like JoJo Mosley at first, and it is. He'll gain a couple, make it 2nd and 13. Canes moving fast with 1:42. Roll to the bottom of your screen as Bagwell's looking for someone to come open. He'll throw it deep down the sideline. Did he get his feet in? No. Looking for Max Whitfield once again, who's been the go-to receiver tonight. Get a replay look at the feet. Right on the line. 3rd and 13 with 1:32. Now you're in the position where throwing an incomplete pass here, giving the ball back to the Vikings. Right before the half, as they'll come to the line and load the box. High snap, he'll keep it. Works his way up the middle. Almost takes out the official with a Viking. Makes it 4th and 3.
I think we go.
See if Evans is right.
Yeah, I think great. I think that's great. Oh,
Here comes the offense off the field. Punt team and Acevedo come on. Inside a minute. Will the Canes pin them? Snap. Punt away. Caught inside the 15. Able to get outside to the 20. Canes got to track him down, and Holloway stops in play and finally drug out of bounds with 37 seconds. So now, Keith, if you're the Vikings.
Now we got the flag. It's going to be on us, I believe.
Evans catches a flag while we're not looking. We'll see what that's on. Ausburn kind of, Vikings got momentum here going into the half.
They do, but 37 seconds. I'm assuming they're going to give them another 15 yards. Don't agree with it, but
I think that will bump them into Canes territory. We'll see where
he said something to our guy, and then he threw the flag. I guess he's calling on him.
I thought they was going to try to get us because we was tackling them up high because of the way the player just stopped. But,
it is on the Vikings. That'll back them all the way inside. It looks like the 15 close down to the 10, trying to figure this one out.
Good to see that the flags can go.
Grayson Kemp got tied up with 22, and there were some words exchanged, and then the ref threw the flag.
Gotcha. So 37 seconds heighten the Vikings with one last opportunity. Hand off to Holloway, and the Canes have to team tackle. Holloway's been a bright spot for the Vikings. Seems untackleable tonight. Definitely one of the bigger backs.
Figured they would have been a little bit more aggressive than that, but
inside 20 seconds and rolling. Height will hand it off to Dean at the bottom of the screen. He'll get out of bounds up past the 20 and a late flag. 10 seconds. That is in the direction of something after the fact or holding. He just do the block in the back signal for the defense. Can't make this stuff up. I just don't know what that call is. hate to break it to everybody. I don't know if I've ever seen that. It looked like a block on the back. Sounds like the PA announcer didn't know what it was either. He said it's a penalty on the Canes. But first down and 10 for the Vikings nonetheless. Snap. He'll roll to the bottom of your screen looking to throw. Canes bring pressure. He just throws it away with 4 seconds.
So when we come back from half, we'll be kicking off the Emerald. So hopefully we'll make adjustments and they won't.
Wouldn't that be something? I know head coach Anthony Freight will have some fun in the locker room. Hopefully we'll get a chat with him at halftime with Keith Evans.
But like I said, everything that they're getting, they're having to work their tail off to get it.
4 seconds remaining. They'll run a little HB draw to seal the half, and Anderson will be tackled at the 45, and the Canes will lead 21-18 as we'll catch head coach Anthony Freight on his way out on the Doc's Chop Shop halftime report.
All right, Coach, been able to move the football and put some points on the board, but having a little bit of a hard time stopping them.
Yeah, we just, we got to play a lot better, a lot more effort. We've got to have a better attitude. We get out there and execute a little bit better.
All right, great. Good luck in the second half, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you to Keith Evans on the sideline with head coach Anthony Freight. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you scores and stats from the first half and scores from around the region. Here on the Wren Broadcast Network, Canes lead 21-18. Welcome back here to Greenwood, South Carolina for the Doc's Chop Shop Halftime Report. Brought to you by the Wren Broadcast Network. First, we'll start with scores. Fountain and Lawrence, no score yet. Palmetto beating Carolina Academy 36-6. Pattersville beating Southside Christian 24-0. And Westside beating Southside 54-0. Stats for tonight: Colton Bagwell 4 for 8, 37 yards, no touchdown passes of late. Max Whitfield 2 for 28. He's got the 2 big catches tonight. 5 attempts for Colton Bagwell, 62 yards and a touchdown. Reese Price 7 for 68 and 2 touchdowns. We know how much he should have after a couple of holding calls have brought some big runs back as well tonight. As the Canes warm up for half number 2, we come back. Kickoff here in Greenwood. As we get close to kickoff, you see Logan Dew down there on the sideline filming the kickoff unit. Emerald will receive here in half number 2. Ethan's got the cameraman locked in on the sideline.
What was the stats for number 5?
7 for 68.
Yes, I believe you're correct.
It's a real good ad.
2 touchdowns as well, I believe. Of course, Ausburn Emerald offense got cooking there late in the first half. What's this Canes defense got to do to figure them out?
I think we need to try to, as what you would want to do, is get them out early, 4 and out, versus these long drives. I don't think their offense got any better. I think our defense is wearing down.
Yeah, as that one takes a Vikings bounce out of bounds. So the Vikings will get a little bit better field position to start their first drive coming out of the half break. And Keith got a chance to sit around and talk to Ethan Mayfield during halftime as well. I talked about my thoughts, I think, here defensively in the second. No, you kind of don't want to, as we've seen this team be able to throw the ball. Maybe a couple more guys on the line of scrimmage force the freshmen into kind of taking a shot downfield.
Wreck his young nerves.
I guess we will see. Canes defensive front warming up. You see Holloway and this Vikings offense sprint onto the field for play number 1. They'll come out in a weird trick play formation as the Canes maybe not ready, not numbers down the sideline. They'll stop it, and he was about to meet number 20. I think that is.
I think Wren called a
timeout.
Timeout.
They do get it off. They try to catch the Canes offsides. I try to find my roster because I think I was right in my assessment earlier, and you were as well as I saw your phone. But Jackson Darabek on the football field tonight, as we had him in that graphic out. You see 20 back in action. Also, you see Bones Morgan there teaching some guys, coaching up himself maybe, even down the sideline. Got a chance to talk 22 pregame. Good spirits, hopefully back for round 1 at home in Piedmont.
I I think that was Curtis that I got the text from that it's like, whoa, he's in.
Handoff in the backfield. Canes bring him down after a short gain. They're able to push him backwards to open it up here in half number 2.
I think we play smart, try to hold back on the penalties, and try to get them these 3rd and longs.
Chris Dean and A.J. Anderson in the backfield for the Vikings in a 2nd and 7. Height calling out Canes' defensive pressure. Been very impressed from the freshman here tonight. Canes bring an extra guy. He'll throw the out route. It's dropped. Nice coverage down here in the flat by Nick Owens. I think you heard the footsteps, Keith. 24 tracking closely behind him. Brings up a Sparrow Financial. 3rd down and 7.
To me, this right here is real important.
Especially to open up the half. The Vikings trying to drive down the field and take the lead. Canes trying to stop their momentum in the tracks. 3rd and 7. Drop back looking to throw. Got pressure in the backfield. Steps up. Throws it to the ground. The Canes were in the backfield. I think Ethan O'Brien got his hands on him.
That right there is exactly what we needed. Put them into a punting.
4th and 7. Here comes the punt team. You see jubilation on the sideline as this group comes out of the half and gets that stop we talked about. And this is where the Canes can change the game in special teams. 2 punt returners inside the 35. That looks like number 14, Colby Mann, closest to us at the 35. That's a deep one as Mann goes back to catch it at the 25, trying to use the wheels. He'll be tackled at the 39. So good to see 14 out there as well. With 10:59, the Canes offense led by their senior quarterback and running back Colton Bagwell and Reese Price will take the field for the first time in half number 2.
Because it looks like maybe we made some adjustments on our side, at least on this first series. Now let's hope they didn't.
See if the Canes can flip the script at half number 2 and kind of run away with this one. Hand off to Price and quickly taken down in the backfield. I think that was a read, and Colton made a decision late to hand it off.
Lost 1 or 2 on that one.
Marquise Anderson makes the tackle for loss in the backfield at the 37. 2nd and 12 for CB4 and the Canes. They'll come up and press the receivers on each side. Canes bring a man in motion. And he runs
crosses the line of scrimmage.
Past the line of scrimmage. I believe they're going to get Max Whitfield. You see, I saw Coach Berderma on the opposite sideline. Guys, got to figure this out and go on a little drive here. Canes go backwards and make it 2nd and 17. See if the Vikings keep it up with a press in the secondary. They will not. They'll back them off a little bit. Snap, roll to the bottom of your screen, looking to throw. Looking for Carson Bryan. He comes back and catches one at about the 45. Make it 3rd and manageable for the Canes offense. It's a sophomore receiver with a nice route into a pocket there. 3rd and 4. Bagwell rotates Harkness to the right side. 2 up top, 1 down low, and that's Carson Bryant. Snap. Keeper. Top of your screen, runs through a Viking as he inches close to a first down. It looks like they'll mark him a yard short with a decision here on drive number 1 and half number 2. And here comes the punt team. Offense makes its way off. Acevedo will stand around the 36. A little bit of a shocking choice here in the second. Acevedo with a deep kick right side. Does that take the perfect bounce? And it does, out of bounds inside the 5.
Inside the 5.
Inside the 5. See where they mark it. They do at the 10. A nice punt from Acevedo to flip fields and pin them deep inside their own territory. Coaches coach. Guys that call games, and that one works to perfection. You put them backed up in their own side.
Yeah, first time we've had both teams stop.
About to say, back-to-back weeks where we've seen a lot of drives end in points. Here to start the third quarter, no offense can get it rolling as the Vikings will have their second opportunity with 8:48. Snap. Hand it off to Dean at the top of your screen. O'Brien's tracking him down, can't make the tackle. Canes finally do after a gain of 4 or 5. Looks like they will mark it at the 15. So give them 5.
Attack it on the stop.
8:27 and rolling. See Jarabek at the bottom of your screen lined up. It's really good to see him back out there at corner. He kind of stepped up and earned that spot. Handoff up the middle will gain him 2 or 3 more, and a third down opportunity for the Canes defense. Brought to you by Sparrow Financial. The quarterback will come out. Key Holiday will come in with that wildcat look we've seen a lot of tonight.
Need about short 2 yards for a first down.
7:40 and rolling. Can the Canes defense make another stand? Snap. He'll keep it to the bottom of your screen. Breaks the first tackle. Got green grass in front of him as he approaches the 40-yard line and finally tackled up past the 45 at the 48. The Vikings playing with fire offensively with their first big play of half number 2. Talked about Emerald early on, just like the Canes handled business in region play and lost to the Rams. Snap. Handed off once again for Dean. He bounces to the top and still driving into Cane territory as he'll be pushed by his line forward to about the 46. Those guys spotting it might give them the 45, and they do. Make it 2nd and 2. Bagwell rotates Dean to his left. Snap. He looks to throw. Pump fakes. He'll go deep left side. Turn around. Kane's trying to make a play, and it is incomplete. Nice coverage on the back end, I believe, from Jarabek, intended for number 1, Makai Williams. You see all that fog down there. Good play from 2-0. They've tested him a couple times already, him and Jacob Lewis.
He's got that little jump on it, timing it just right.
Both time Kane's able to get a hand on it. Here comes Holloway into the backfield once again on a 3rd and 2. Snap. Power to the top side of your screen. Can the Canes get back there? They got his legs, and he's going backwards.
I think he actually lost. Yeah.
He did. Behind the 45, closer to the 50. Make it 4th and long.
See if they decide to do what the Canes did. It looks like they are.
They will, as Ausburn say, decide to pin them. But look at this front group. See Pelletier in there, Hickerson in there, Kemp on the back end.
They've tried a couple of trick plays. We'll see what they do here.
Gaines able to get numbers to the bottom with a gunner. 4th and 4. Will the Vikings decide to punt? Here comes the fake to the bottom of the screen. Fumble. Can the Canes fall on it? Yes. And they do. They have it inside their own territory. And the trick play finally falls through, and the Canes capitalize here on the road. We get a replay on that. I want to see who punched it out. As you see, directly to the back. Drug him down. He's at the bottom of the pile. Let's get a number. Noah Delude. Talked about him in pregame with 9 tackles last week.
It's kind of like, oh, there's a ball floating around down here.
Big time play here in half number 2. Noah Delude continues to be the guy that steps up in big moments. As looks like Emerald's coach come out, talk to the officials close to the 50. You can see him fogged up out there on the field. 5:40 here to go in the third quarter as they get things situated. Canes offense back out there looking for their first touchdown drive of half number 2. Hopefully this kind of switches the momentum into the Canes' favor once again. Snap for Bagwell. Handoff to Price as he can't get away from that Vikings D-line. And Christian Foster, the running back, comes up to make the tackle.
Last time they stopped him at line of scrimmage, the next run he had a touchdown, but called back for a hold. See what happens again.
2nd and 9. Wishful thinking. Let's see if Price can do it. Bagwell rolled to the top of your screen with blocks in front of him. An open guy in the flat. He's got a first down a little bit more inside the 40. Spin move close to the 30. And that's Ethan Harkness, who dropped the ball earlier, able to capitalize there with a first-class ride, first down and 10. And now the offense moving fast. Beating the chains to the spot. Hand off to Price at the top of your screen. Jumps through a hole, gains 5 yards, and that's where he'll be tackled at the 24. Here goes the offense. Finally back into a rhythm. 4:42 and rolling. Snap, he'll drop back to throw. Gets out of the pocket. Looking for Guy, wide open, 2 of them, 10-5, touchdown, Max Whitfield, touchdown, Hurricanes. And here whistles and a flag.
Flag over there where he caught the football.
I know Keith just gave the long breath, but I want to give one too because there's literally no way that can be a flag at the bottom of the field. There's 2 guys wide open. He had to block somebody. Maybe the flag at the top of the field is something different, but that one at the bottom cannot be thrown in any way of the imagination. I don't know what kind of holding or... we'll see a replay. 2 guys wide open at the bottom of the field. If Carson Bryant gets...
It looked like his head was in front of him.
Yeah. Kind of had him shoulder and inside shoulder.
Yeah.
Squared up. But tonight a lot of it has been against the Canes, and that's what that call will be. Unsportsmanlike against the Vikings.
Holding on Wren and unsportsmanlike on Emerald.
4:27. We'll see where that ends up taking the Canes with a football, because I really don't know. Looks like they're still inside the 10.
So it's something in gold.
Yeah.
Wherever the ball is at. At least right now.
Still figuring it out. It looks like got first down at the top. First down and goal.
From the 9.
Bagwell will go back to a shotgun with 4:27. Snap. He'll keep it to the bottom of your screen. 10-5, got one man to beat. Touchdown, Canes. Touchdown, no. They're going to mark him at the line. That is, man.
First down at the pylon. Or second down at the pylon.
First down inside the end zone from my view. I don't know how you don't call that a touchdown, but the Canes will have another opportunity with 4:17 to punch it in. Bagwell with Price behind them. Snap, handoff to 5. He jumps in, make it 3 tonight for number 5. Touchdown Hurricanes, touchdown Reese Price. 27-18, pinning the PAT to make it a 10-point ball game. As Acevedo comes on for the PAT try here on the road. Took a while, finally happened.
So Wren capitalizes on that turnover.
And the PAT is good. 28-18, as Ausburn just says. The Noah Duluth punch leads to a Reese Price touchdown. Canes lead by 10. Looking for seed number 2. Back here in Greenwood, Canes to kick off from Acevedo, up 10 with 4:13 to go. Deep kick left side, caught inside the 9. Working up the sideline with speed. Dean finally tackled at the 33-34. That's where the Vikings offense will go to work. This defense, as Ausburn talked about during the touchdown, I know a Duluth fumble, but 2 drives, Keith, were no points allowed here in the second half.
Those bright green shoes keep throwing me off. I see them coming across the field, and I think we got a flag. I guess I'm just flag shy now.
It's just Jacob Lewis's cleats at the corner position. Little trick play look once again. They'll throw it behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll double pass it down the field, and it is incomplete. Intended for number 2, Carson Wright, and man, he's been close to 2 big plays tonight.
They tried that same play again, and
well, that's how I'm looking for the double pass. I think first time they were looking for the wide receiver pass off the jet sweep early. But a lot of trickery here on the road. Canes defense has been up to the test thus far. Handoff to Dean in the backfield, and he goes down quickly to make it 3rd and long once again. The Sparrow Financial 3rd down for the Canes defense. And Keith, to me, this feels like where you kind of can grab the game by its horns and take over here.
Yeah, you can.
3rd and 30 as Height rolls out, looking for
coverage.
Back shoulder, and it is incomplete.
Canes hold them for a second time.
Nick Owens does it again in coverage. And with 3:23, the Canes will force a punt once again. Nice play tonight from 24. I've said that number a lot through 3 quarters so far.
Number 16 running on late.
Canes keeping their eyes on the backfield. They know anything could come out of a punt formation. Snap good and punt nice and deep. Got about the 30-yard line, trying to get to the bottom of the screen. Late flag behind him, and Grayson Kemp is tackled at the 42.
Probably had something to do with those 2 Canes on that purple jersey.
That it could be.
Kind of like the movie Blindside. Excessive blocking.
Holding against the Canes, that'll back them up. And also, that's something that we've talked about a lot this season, but also something you kind of got to expect, especially replacing a guy like Castillo that's been such a huge part of this offensive line. Just a lot of young guys also playing tonight, getting their first couple of reps. First down and 10 at the 32. Canes, we just said, opportunity here to take control of this one on the road. Shotgun look for 4. As Price goes in motion. Snap. They'll throw it out there. Picked. Instantly. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. No. He's going to be tackled inside the 1 as Colton Bagwell saves the touchdown. But number 99 with a perfect read. That's Marquise Anderson, who had a tackle for loss earlier.
He read that one all the way.
Big man read it to perfection. Man, that's a high school football style. I don't think anyone else thought we were seeing tonight.
It's Thursday. We're playing Williams
Price Stadium music.
Music coming in on the bus like Clemson.
Turnover James. Big man was moving. He didn't know Colton Bagwell was going to track him down. But, man, it flips it right back on its head. I said Canes have a chance to take control. Now the Vikings can get right back into it with a touchdown here inside the 5. Hand off to the bottom of your screen, and he's into the end zone for a 1-play touchdown. Momentum back on Emerald side and Greenwood. There goes the lights. As it's 28-24 pending a PAT. Marquise Anderson has given new life to the Vikings in purple and yellow. PAT pending with 2:58. We've got a wild one for the 2 seed. Snap, hold, kick up. Good. As soon as you think the Canes can run away, the Vikings walk their way back into it. Marquise Anderson with a big-time play here in the 3rd. Canes lead 28-25 here on the road. Back here on the road, Canes looking for any kind of momentum they can find with 2:58 here in the 3rd. They thought they had found it after they got a stop. Quick pick from Anderson. 28-25 after the rushing touchdown. And it's going to be a direct kick to the bottom of the screen, caught at the 25. Gets to the 35, throwing backwards. Can he get out of a tackle? And no, he can't. They're going to mark him at the 32. Forward progression is up at the 36. I guess that doesn't matter in high school football anymore. 2:48. We'll see if the Canes offense can respond after the turnover. And processing that, when's the last time the Canes had a turnover?
That's, you don't
that kind of
see
turnover.
That, yeah.
Thinking about it, think late pick versus Westside in this first half. If I'm right, first down and 10. Bagwell takes the snap and hands it off to Price. And he is tackled quickly in the backfield at the 30. And a late flag as they were all over him at the bottom of the pile. And that's going to be 15. Vikings nice enough to pick up the flag and give it back to him.
Here you go. You can throw it down next series.
He said, I tried to pick it up. I'm just going to put it right back on the ground. Little does the players know they got to talk about it.
Again.
Take time. He'll stuff it back in the pocket. Face mask. There won't be any extra, but 5 was grabbed by the face mask. First down and 10. They'll pass the 35.
I'm trying to get the markers right. So I think it's only going to be a 5-yard face mask.
There, that's that. It's that old Keith Evans 5-yard face mask at Palmetto I learned about last year. First down and 5 for 4. 2 up top.
I agree with you. I didn't like the spot a while ago.
Yeah.
Shorted him 4 yards.
2 up top, 2 down low. Bagwell takes the snap and hands it off to Price. He breaks it out at the bottom of your screen. 45-50. Can he turn it on? He's got it out of bounds into Vikings territory. They'll mark it at the 36.
I don't see nobody hollering, so.
No yellow things.
Yeah.
You see 5 able to bump it out. There. That's when he's at his best. So with 2:19, can the Canes set a lot tonight? Can they keep responding to this Vikings pressure? Quick jet sweep to Carson Bryant as he gets to the top, and he is grabbed by the face mask, grabbed by the horse collar, and finally brought down.
Well, there's a flag.
I don't know if they threw one.
Yeah, it's right back there at the purple. Completely away from that, so I'm sure that's going to be something on this.
I think a face mask.
It should be a face mask. We'll see if we get it.
They're pointing toward us.
Holding on the game. I can't even make this up. Everyone just watch this on YouTube, on their TV at home. We'll see a replay. Carson Bryant gets his helmet ribbed backwards. And it's holding on the Canes. Man. Feels like the last 2 weeks the Canes have figured every flag they can get called on. 2:02 and roll. Second and long. Shotgun look for Bagwell. He'll hand it off to Price, and the Vikings are in the backfield quickly. Make it 3rd and long. Got to get something to get the juices flowing again. Get these guys with a little extra oomph. The Canes trying to play fast. 3rd and 15. 2 up top, 2 down low. CB4 stands shotgun as he got magic in his arm. Drops back in the pocket. Steps up and he goes down. And he's still getting pushed on the bottom of the pile. The Canes finally get him up and off the ground. It'll be 4th and long after the sack. 4 so close to doing what he does and getting out of the pocket. Vikings dive and trip him up, and they're going to get the football back as Acevedo comes out to punt on a 4th and long. Nice catch, line drive punt. Takes a Canes bounce inside the 20 and rolls out of bounds at about the 16. Back-to-back nice punts from Acevedo. Pins the Vikings. Keith, we've said I'm repeating myself. got to have another big defensive play here.
Yeah, we do. Probably one more play before fourth quarter.
And in my head, this isn't if there's Emerald fans watching, this isn't a shot at Emerald. It's in my head watching this game. I know Canes fans will agree. It's not that Emerald won't go away. It's the Canes won't get away at this point. They're getting opportunities, not taking advantage yet here in the second half. 43 seconds to go left in the third quarter. Snap and handoff. Foster falls on the ground, but it's kept and pitched to Dean. He hits the 25, loses the football. Man, if that could have somehow popped out in Noah Ramey's hands, that would have been nice. But he's out of bounds at the 32, and it came down. That looks like 20, but could be wrong with the number. 24, that's not good. That's Nick Owens. Just talked about how big of an impact he's played tonight. Hopefully something he can walk off. Not a lot of pressure on that foot. And look who's got the helmet on. He gets a couple pats already. Number 7, Muntu Brown. He's been a guy that's come in late as a backup linebacker and made a lot of plays against Easley when the Canes are up big. Well, here's your chance here.
29 is going to be Tackett. Tackett was injured on the play.
Tackett, there you go. As he comes out, Muntu comes in. Thank you for the correction from Evans on the sideline. I'm looking for 2-4. You get a nice angle from Logan Dew of
I'd be dangerous if I could see over him.
Muntu. 33 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Shift to a Wildcat. Snap and keeper. As Holloway keeps it, he'll gain 3 or 4 on play 1. Get late here in the third quarter. Canes fans.
They can run out the quarter here, and it looks like they are.
Yeah, inside 10 seconds. Still looking for that one big play. Emerald will switch sides as they look to come and steal the 2 seed. The Canes trying not to let them have it. 28-25, brand new bowl game as we head to the 4th here in Greenwood.
Thank you to our team physicians and athletic trainers for the excellent sports medicine care they provide to our school and community. St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving.
With a win, the Canes will lock up the 2 seed here in region. Will have a home playoff game, but the Vikings stand in their way, and they want it as well. Here at home, Vikings will have the football as we start the 4th. They'll come out the Wildcat with Holloway. Snap, hand off to Dean. Canes can't get hands on him instantly. He's outside, got a first down, a little bit more into Cane territory. And there's Emerald. Vikings down, looks like a lineman at the 44. That'll be number 63. Good to see him get up and try to jog back to the sideline. John Michael Hames. Eventually he will go down at the 42. But after a Big Dean run into Cane territory, 3-point ball game, 11:53. Keith, not where you expected to be here in the fourth.
No, but it's like you said at the very beginning, Emerald's fighting just like we are, and they're not willing to let up any more than we do.
And the great thing about what we love to do, that being watching sports, is doesn't matter the teams, they got to go play and settle it on the football field. That's what's happening here tonight. Canes looking for a stand. Vikings will have it first down and 10 at the Canes 45. Clock will run with 11:50. Snap, little pitch in the backfield. Mekhi Williams jumps, and he is lowered by Hickerson with 11:41. Brings up a Sparrow Financial, second down and 8. Austin tricked me. 11:30 to go in the fourth.
We can get them to put a 3 down there on the field, would be a lot better.
So you see the big hit from 23. Tripp's up top. No one down low for the Vikings. Can the Canes make it 3rd and long? Wildcat, they're running a trick play once again, looking for Holloway, wide open, and he drops it once again inside the 35.
They just cannot get these plays to go.
Can't capitalize on the trick plays.
Thank goodness.
Man, some of these throws have been on the money as they bring the quarterback in motion. It's a little high. Got to use 2 hands for Holloway. Come down with it.
So here we are, 3rd and 8.
Big Sparrow Financial, 3rd and 8. 2 up top, 2 down low. It looks like the freshman, the Canes defense bearing down on him. He'll drop back to throw in the backfield. The Canes bring him down. It looked like Matthew Casey off the edge. And it was big 83. 10:55 to go. The Canes make it 4th down on the road.
It's going to force them into this situation.
And that it will. Here comes the punter. The Canes will back it up to return. Talked about it during halftime. Make quick reads. And that time Casey says, you got no time to make a read, buddy. I'm in the backfield. 4th and long. Snap high, caught, and almost blocked by the Canes, but he gets it away. Canes catch it inside the 10. Big block at the top of the field. Kemp able to get out of the first tackle.
That's going to be a flag on the play.
And he'll be tackled at the 26. But as Ausburn and them just talked about, it will be coming back.
They're going to get him for a block in the back on that.
But with 10:06, chance, Keith, for the Canes to, I don't want to say ice it because we've said a lot tonight trying to run away, but man, got to get a 2-possession lead out of this somehow. Padermo rallies the troops offensively. Trying to see where they'll walk it back to. He'll stop at the 10, yes. 90 yards to make it a 2-score ball game. Can the Canes do it with 10:06? We'll take it methodically.
100%.
I think Canes fans said that with him at home. Everyone whispered it. See if they can do it. The seniors in the backfield, 4 and 5. Snap for Bagwell. Hand off to Price. Bounces in the hole. Trying to run over a Viking up past the 15. Nice start to the drive from 5 as the Canes try to work fast. 2 up top, 2 down low. Vikings changing around their defense. Snap. He's going to keep it. And grabbed by his jersey and thrown down in the backfield. Marquise Anderson once again, and he'll go down with an injury, but 99 has definitely made an impact tonight. So they'll take time to make sure he's okay.
Going to bring up a long 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 7, and the passing game has worked when the Canes have needed it to. Give you a look at scores around the area. Fountain Inn leads Lawrence 21-14. I want to say Fountain Inn's already got that 3 spot locked up. Carolina Academy 6-50, losing to Palmetto. Pattersville beating Southside Christian 44-0. Westside 61, Southside 0, and I just said 3 seed. I meant 4 seed as well. Fountain Inn will lock up that 4 seed with a win over the Raiders from Lawrence. 9:24 as they make sure Anderson is
still on the ground.
Good.
Cramp or something.
Heard a couple claps. Looks like 99 is now up. Got his helmet in hand, and he's limping back to the sideline. So hopefully Keith is right with a cramps call. So he just maybe had the play of the game so far tonight. 3rd and 7.
If we can't get it here, then that's going to give Emerald some really good field position.
That it will. 28-25. Canes need 8 yards here in the 3rd quarter. Bagwell stands shotgun with Price to his right. Snap. Drops back to throw. Got pressure in front of him. Rolls to the top of your screen. Has a wide open guy. Caught up past the 20. Carson Bryant trying to get out of it. 30, 35, 40. Can he turn on the wheels? Gets up past the 50. Changes directions. He dives into the ankles of a Viking at the 40, and that's where he'll go down. How about the sophomore, Keith?
Hey, man.
No flags.
No flags.
Back-to-back weeks with 100 yards, and right there, a stiff form. Might have just put the Canes in business offensively with 8:55. Snap and hand off to Price. Runs to the crap runs through the hole with some intensity to make it 2nd down and a long 6. So he gets to the 35. 3 up top, 1 down low. QB power to the top of the screen. Trying to get around his blockers, and he'll be tackled out of bounds after a gain of maybe 2. Emerald showing speed defensively tonight. And man, that flag was.
That's gonna be a personal foul. I mean, he's arguing with the ref. 22 is, and he told him to shut up, and he wouldn't.
Let's tell him how it is.
Always gonna get it. Real talk from Keith Evans down on the sideline. And I want you to know, everyone at home, that's 100% how that conversation happened.
Get down here so I can talk to you.
8 minutes on the clock. They'll talk about it. Keith Evans is 100% right because they're all writing stuff down in the notebook. They didn't like those words. They're writing those words down. They're like, we cannot let that happen anymore. 2nd and a 4 should turn into a 1st down and 10 if this is on the Vikings.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know. That's why I'm patiently waiting this call. What if Keith was completely wrong and it was on the Canes? He'll come talk to coach about it. That's not good.
Let me tell you what he said about me.
Tell you what he said. They'll let him hear about it. He said, Coach told him to turn it down, and he didn't. He didn't turn it down. They'll mark it off. That will be a first down and 10 for the Canes. Mark it inside the 20 at about the 18. So a big change of field position as the Canes have entered Roofers LLC red zone. They're up 3 here late in the fourth. 1 up top, 3 down low for the Canes offense. Whistle blown. Offense can go to work. Snap. Hand off to Price. He'll be tackled inside the 15 at the 14 to make it second down. .736 and rolling. Canes trying to take their time. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, this time last week we was in the second quarter.
Yeah. Hand off to Price at the top of your screen. Breaks the first tackle and dives into the end zone. Touchdown. Number 4, Reese Price. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The senior tailback. Trying to make it a 10-point game here on the road with 7:15.
That's pretty. It looked like he dove 4 yards.
Had a guy on his back diving, too. He dove with the weight of 2 men into the end zone as Acevedo comes out for the PAT. Finally able to jump away 2 scores once again. Chance to make it 10. Kick up. Good. 35-25. Reese Price and the Canes offense finally do it. Canes up 2 scores, looking for the 2 seed. At 22 inside the 20. Finally pushed out of bounds at about the 16-17. So hopefully you got us back as the Vikings driving inside Canes red zone territory now with 5:59. Canes up 10 here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun look for the freshman quarterback. 1 up top, 1 down low. He'll hand it off. Anderson almost loses the football, and he'll be tackled quickly at the 15, maybe even 14.
He's a big old boy to try to bring it down.
Last name Anderson, playing tailback. South Carolina fans tell you all about it. Usually end up being pretty good. 2nd down and 9. Dean checks in. Freshman roll to the bottom of your screen. Looking to throw. Back corner, and he's short for right. Brings up 3rd down for the Canes defense.
Big 3rd down for them. 3rd and 9, so long ways to go.
Also, again, don't know when everyone got a chance to tune back in. If you're back, we apologize. Internet went out. Don't know why. Hopefully it doesn't happen again here down the stretch of the fourth. Canes lead 35-25. Emerald, after a big 40-yard pass play, he's now got 3rd and 9. Hand it off to Foster. No, he'll keep it and hand it off to Dean in the backfield. And the Canes will drive in backwards, led by Noah Ramey.
So they got to have a touchdown and a field goal to tie. Do you go ahead and do the field goal now, or do you try to punch it in for 7?
I think you give yourself a chance and take your points. Make it a 1-score game with 5:03. Would be a 33-yard field goal.
Looks like that's what they're going to do.
I like the decision.
I still don't put nothing past them, but I think given the time of the game, they're going to have to kick it.
Head coach Tad DeBose throws the field goal kicker on the field with 4:37 and rolling. Snap, hold, kick up, And he missed
No
it.
good.
Left
He
with
missed it left.
4:31. Everyone in blue and gold takes a sigh of relief. Everyone can.
Still a lot of time to go, but
Yeah,
it sure
yeah.
does make breathing a little bit easier.
Makes everyone feel a little bit better. Now knowing after last drive, all the Canes have to do is kind of ice it away with 4:31.
Keep your hands wrapped around that ball. Do not drop it. No mental mistakes.
Also, I want to get a check in on Camden tonight if we can get a score later on post game from other teams in 4A. 2 up top, 2 down low. Shotgun look for Bagwell. He'll keep it to the top of your screen with misdirection. He'll get to the 29-yard line, make it 2nd down and 1.
Keep it in the hands of the man that can hold on to that ball and gain you some yards at the same time.
Stan quickly corrected me and said Camden didn't play. That felt like an attack. Getting no.
Whether he's got a mic in his hand or not, he's going to come get you.
2nd and 1. Harkness goes in motion to the top of the line. Snap. He'll look to throw. He'll
Look at that.
Keep it and look to run. He's up past the 35 to 37. And Bagwell says, Marquise, you picked me off earlier. I'm going to run through you this time.
Tough young man.
3:47 to roll. 1st down and 10 for 4 in the Canes. As you know, you'll see this play clock dwindle every single snap until we get to the end of this one. 1 up top, 3 down low. Bagwell takes the snap and hands it off to Price. Top of your screen. Almost breaks to the hole, but he'll take 6 or 7 on play number 1 instead.
Barring anything weird happening, they'll make the ride back to Piedmont a little bit better.
It also means next week we'll get to go back to the top of our press box and call a home playoff game. You can never take those for granted because not a lot of teams in the state of South Carolina get them.
Austin and I were talking about that earlier. It'd be nice to be back in our little hole again.
1 up top, 3 down low. Handoff in the backfield. Price trying to add on to his night. He's inside the 30, still dragging some Vikings inside the 25 to the 24. Daniels up 42-14 over Seneca. Canes trying to seal the 2 seed. Also, thinking about why Camden didn't play, and now realize not everyone kind of took the Hurricane Helene effect. Upstate of South Carolina definitely took the brunt of a lot of stuff.
I know I was talking to somebody from Palmetto, and this was a makeup game for them. Not Palmetto Powdersville.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
I think Palmetto's also playing this week, so they probably also think everyone in Anderson District 1 had that day off. Don't think anyone could play.
Delay a game.
Running the clock a little too seriously is CB4. Back us up, make it 1st and 15. 2:08 to roll. 3 timeouts for the Vikings. Wouldn't be shocked to see them use them here. Brings Harkness to the line. He'll hand it off to Reese Price as he bounces it to the bottom of your screen. Gets inside the 10, and he'll be tackled at the 7 as Reese Price may have put the final 1st down into it. Greer wins 44-0 over TR, and Fountain Inn will make the playoffs, winning 35-14 over Lawrence.
Reese should be getting close to 100 yards, if not over by now.
150 to roll. He's at 68 at halftime. Wouldn't be shocked if he's getting up close to it. Shotgun look for Bagwell. He'll keep it to the bottom of your screen. 10-5, touchdown, Hurricanes, touchdown, CB4, make it 41-25. And I'll be honest, now I get to be on the other side of that coin when we talk about it every once in a while about the score not being what it looked like during the football game. This Emerald team gave the Canes all they wanted tonight.
They did. They hard-fought team.
3-point bowl game pretty much all the way throughout. After that Marquise Anderson pick, Emerald really had the game in control as Acevedo puts maybe the final point into this one. 42-25 with 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Keith, we talked about how nice it's going to be back at home, but also just to get back home and get healthy for round one.
Yeah, hopefully, a couple of these guys have been out for a couple of weeks, and we'll get to come in this first round with some extra players. I think y'all had it up at the first part of the game where we pulled JV guy out.
100%. A lot of guys getting reps in the last couple of weeks in big-time region bowl games. We'll go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's good to have a depth chart.
Good to have depth, especially going in when you play those AC floors and South Points. They're going to run about 80 people down that sideline. Of course, Canes will bring up some of their JV guys as well to roll the playoff roster into round one. Acevedo with a little dribbler inside the 20. Vikings are trying to work their way to the bottom of the screen.
We won't call that block in the back, but we'll probably call that one hitting them out of bounds. So.
That 2 flags.
Well, since we didn't call that one, we'll throw 2 on this one.
Give the Vikings good field position for the last minute and 22 seconds.
But talking about depth chart and, just kind of where, our program's been, and I'm going to do my age, 32, 33 years ago, we had 21 players on our team, so not even enough for a full practice squad.
Oh, how times have changed, Keith Ausburn. Back here in Greenwood, freshman throws it out route with 118. Bo Height looked the part tonight at quarterback. And maybe a couple plays still left on the table. He threw a lot of ropes that just weren't caught tonight.
This big jumbotron over to my left keeps throwing up a big yellow light, and I keep thinking something's on fire over here.
He's having a panic attack live on broadcast.
Too old and fat to run.
His Height's looking deep. Only guy back there is a safety, and the Canes will have an interception. That's Noah Ramey inside the 10 to put a seal on it. The Canes will have the 2 seed and a home playoff game next week in Piedmont, South Carolina. They'll have about 1:10 to roll here in the fourth. What a sight, Keith.
It was a good fought game. I think this was probably one of the best games, I guess, other than the Hannah game, that full offense, defense, both teams playing.
As close as you could get it there for a little while.
So it's like you said, the score this time,
tells a different story,
in our favor on this time.
Stick around for the Consolidated Pipe and Supply post-game show with an interview with head coach Anthony Freight, some region scores, and your preferred home services player of the game. We'll give you stats and more. As with 1:10 to go, the Canes will hand it off in the backfield, run out some more clock. Tickets will go sale on Monday for the Pickens game next Friday as Pickens beats Berea 52-0. Brackets will get finalized tomorrow, especially here in 4A with a new rating system. Should be interesting. I wish I could give everyone my thoughts. I probably won't be liked. 40 seconds to roll, 12 seconds on the play clock. Again, said you never want to take these games for granted and you shouldn't. Gotta love these hard-fought wins as Price will get the last carry with 22 seconds. And that should make it official. Canes will be your 2 seed next week. They'll play the Blue Flame against Pickens. And
kind of a little lamp.
Weirdly, Keith, I think the last time the Canes played Emerald, their first-round playoff game was also against Pickens, except I believe we were on – I wanted to say we were on the road that year, but I remember playing Pickens in round 1 with Kelly Bryant.
And that's it.
And that it is. The Canes win 42-25. Stick around for a head coach interview with Anthony Freight, and we'll give you scores and stats around the region. Of course, not 100% to play the Blue Flame, as I said. Brackets will get finalized tomorrow, but more than likely it will be Pickens.
That'll be a good one for me. So one of my old high school football buddies is one of the coaches there.
An old region foe.
Yeah, that too.
Pickens Blue Flame used to be fun night for people in blue and gold.
So I played right guard, and this buddy of mine, he played right tackle. So Tim Shepard, or as we called him, Hoss.
Anthony Freight will be coming to you as soon as we get them. Teams will have their team meeting. As you see both teams shake hands. Again, Emerald with a hard-fought ball game here tonight, a close one. 3-point ball game throughout the second and third quarter. Finally, the Canes able to sneak away late with a couple of Reese Price touchdowns as they get the hiccups here late. So Logan Dew zooms in into the press box. As you see us, we're nice and comfy up here in this nice big press box. Ethan Mayfield gets some love at the top. Best cameraman in the world, he says. Freight's still talking to the team.
Mr. Evans.
I'll give you some scores in the meantime. Wren, of course, beats Emerald 42-25. Palmetto win 57-6. Powdersville wins 44-0 over Southside Christian. Westside beats Southside 61-0. And that Lawrence and Fountain Inn score is changing by the minute. It went backwards. Now it's 7-6. I think, yeah, Fountain Inns did beat Lawrence 35-14.
I was going to say, Evans, they quit praying, put that hat back on their head.
Stats coming to you next. Colton Bagwell, 7 for 13, 115 yards, 1 interception. Carson Bryant, 4 catches for 61 yards. Max Whitfield, 2 for 28. Rushers, Colton Bagwell goes 13 for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. Reese Price ran away with the show, 22 rushes, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, as the senior tailback does it for the Canes in a 42-35 win. You know, Anthony Freight is telling you exactly what I just told you. You never take for granted being able to play at home in round 1. I just know 100% that's the talk they're getting right now, and they've earned it. This has been a season of the highest of ups and the lowest of downs for a young group of high school guys you could think of. So it's always good to come on the road and get a win, as they'll count us down from all 42 points scored tonight here in Greenwood.
Coach, great adjustments at halftime. It worked for us, and congratulations, we're the number 2 seed.
Yeah, I'm just proud that we were able to kind of work through all the hard parts of the game, and we were able to, kind of be who we really think that we are, despite whoever was in the game. We've got a lot of guys out. We're pretty banged up, and Emerald's really tough. I know we're really tough, but man, we're reeling right now with injuries. So it was good to see our boys pull away at the end and make some plays.
It was, and in the team huddle, you talked about Colton coming back from the interception. He played a great game tonight.
That's one of those things. If he doesn't have ice in his veins, the kid will go into shell shock and he can't play. We get in that 3rd and 8 or whatever it was. He makes a great play to Carson, and I'm just so happy that he's with us and he's the leader that he is. And I'm proud of him, and it's just. I'm really proud of these guys, and we'll see what the future holds for them.
Proud of you. We're excited about a home playoff game, so that's great. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Head coach Anthony Freight and Keith Evans, as always. We thank the guys that go down to the sideline and stand with the guys. Logan Dew with the sideline camera, and Keith Evans. Curtis is usually down there as well, and Stan Yarborough. As always, thank Keith Ausburn for doing color, and Austin Tripp on the 1s and 2s. And the greatest cameraman on planet Earth atop of us, and Coach Barnes for helping out with pregame. As always, here on the Wren Broadcast Network, it's great to be a Cane. The Canes win 42-25. Any final thoughts, Keith?
I was just going to say he was running down the field for a touchdown. Let him go.
Canes win. Have a great night.